Tiger Baseball is on the air.
Strike three, struck him out.
Live from Charles Schwab Field, this is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Launch to left center field. See ya. Don't pitch to Dylan Cruz.
Brought to you by 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers.
Get in the air, down the line, and left. Stay fair ball. Stay fair ball. And it is 3-run blast. And the Tigers take the lead.
The excitement of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball in the 2023 NCAA College World Series comes alive on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Leading you up to first pitch, this is the Fighting Tiger on Deck Show with scores, matchups, and a visit with head coach Jay Johnson. Now, from Charles Schwab Field in downtown Omaha, for the call of the game, here are Bill Franquez, Doug Thompson, and the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
Back with you in Omaha in the College World Series. Tonight, a true marquee matchup. A battle between the only 2 teams in the country to be ranked number 1 this season, as the Wake Forest Demon Deacons take on your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair, along with Tiger champion Doug Thompson, Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez, and our straws during the drink back in the Capital One studios, Miss Alondra Villarreal. Welcoming you once again to Charles Schwab Field here in downtown Omaha for tonight's play-by-play story. This past weekend, 8 teams made their way here to Omaha in the College World Series, and as we sit here on Monday, 6 remain. Virginia sent home yesterday, and earlier this afternoon, Tennessee sent Stanford back to Northern California. Wake Forest came from behind on Saturday to hand Stanford their first loss of the series with a 3-2 win, and LSU held on to hand the Volunteers their first blemish with a 6-3 victory on Saturday night. LSU now 6-0 in the postseason, as are the Demon Deacons. LSU will go with Ty Floyd, the junior right-hander, while Wake Forest will counter with sophomore lefty Josh Hartle. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage, a battle of the only 2 teams who have held the top ranking all season long. It's Monday night in Omaha in the College World Series. It's Wake Forest, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just for You deals is now Albertsons for You. It's everything Just for you with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
In the College World Series continues on the Fighting Tiger on Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at Charles Schwab Field. LSU versus Wake Forest here in the College World Series. Time for Talking with Tigers. We're joined now by LSU assistant coach and recruiting coordinator Josh Jordan. Coach Jordan, a great way to start back on Saturday night. Win over Tennessee. Paul Skeens was dominating. Had some big hits from Braden Gilbert, also a couple of RBI from Trey Morgan. Just a well-played game by the Tigers. You guys off to a 1-0 start here in Omaha.
You're exactly right, Bill. If you look at how to kind of draw up and where you'd like to be heading into this game today, that's exactly what you'd want it to look like. Paul Skeens doing Paul Skeens type things and going out and being just as good as ever on the biggest stage. And my first year with Braden Gilbert, but I have to think that's probably arguably the best game that Braden Gilbert's ever had here. And I just thought overall, top to bottom, our lineup, the whole team, the energy from the bench, coaching staff, Chief had guys where they needed to be, and great communication amongst the staff and next move, and it all worked out. And we're excited to get the opportunity to go out and tee it up again today.
Coach, of course, toward the end of the game, Riley Cooper comes in and closes it out on the mound. And Riley's kind of been flying under the radar a little bit, maybe one of the unsung heroes, though, over these last few weeks. Just talk about the way he's really emerged out of the bullpen.
No question. I think we've talked a lot about Hayden Stravinsky, and I would say from the pitching side of it, Riley Cooper's done exactly what Hayden Stravinsky has done. Is he's continued to push and grow and develop as a pitcher and expand what could be, his role. After having a minor setback at the start of the season, and he didn't have any, self-pity. He kept working, and when he got his opportunity, he's made the most of it. And the team has kind of rallied around him a little bit. When he takes them on, we feel like, positive things are going to happen, and he brings some energy. I love the fact when he came off the mound the other day and kind of beating his chest in that big moment after getting that out, and that's what you want to see. That's good emotion, and that type of emotion is done when someone has a lot invested, and Riley Cooper's invested a lot in getting this team to where we are today.
So, Coach, you maybe more than anyone else here is familiar with Wake Forest, having faced them so many times when you were at Duke. Talk about this Wake Forest club. From what just on my perspective as an outsider, seems like this is a really great ball club.
No, really great team. For 10 years, recruited against their staff. And obviously played against them in the ACC, and they're well coached. They do some things similar like us. It's going to look very familiar, in my opinion, to kind of how we play the game a little bit. Not a lot of what I would call, trickeration or anything like that. They compete on the mound. They come at you with good stuff, just like we do. And again, they got a ton of guys in the lineup that can hit some balls out of the ballpark just like us, and so I anticipate the fans in the ballpark today are going to get a great matchup. And it's the two teams. It's been advertised. These are the two teams that have been number one in the country all year long, and again, it's fitting that we get a chance to do this in Omaha.
All right, Coach, really appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Looking forward to a great ball game.
Thanks so much, Bill.
Coach Josh Jordan with us as we're talking with Tigers prior to tonight's game with Wake Forest. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll
check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still have that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school
One, two,
diploma,
one, two,
you
one,
have
two.
help.
Yeah.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Back to Omaha in the College World Series on the Fighting Tiger on Deck Show with a check of the latest action at Charles Schwab Field. Here is Bill Frankens on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Schwab Field here in Omaha, Nebraska. LSU versus Wake Forest. Wake Forest, the number 1 national seed. LSU, the number 5 national seed. The winner of tonight's game will advance to play on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The loser will play in an elimination game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock against Tennessee. And speaking of Tennessee, the Volunteers just eliminated Stanford in the game prior to ours here in Charles Schwab Field. Tennessee rallied from a 4-0 deficit, and the Volunteers defeat Stanford 6-4. So Stanford is eliminated from the College World Series, and Tennessee lives on to play tomorrow night. Again, the Volunteers play tomorrow night at 6 o'clock against either LSU or Wake Forest, whichever team loses this game. And the winner of the Wake Forest-LSU game tonight will be in the driver's seat in bracket number 2. We won't play again until Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We'll take you through the entire bracket quickly here at the College World Series. It started back on Friday. In fact, 5 of the first 6 games here were one-run games. Oral Roberts defeated TCU back on Friday 6-5. Florida defeated Virginia by the same score of 6-5. That was up in bracket 1. Then in the first games in bracket 2 on Saturday, Wake Forest defeated Stanford by a final of 3-2, and LSU defeated Tennessee, as we know, by a final of 6-3. Then elimination games yesterday, elimination game between Oral Roberts and elimination game between TCU and Virginia, and TCU eliminated Virginia yesterday, another one-run game, by a final score of 4-3. Then Oral Roberts met Florida in the 1-0 game of bracket 1, and a one-run win for Florida, this time by a final score of 5-4. So Florida is in the driver's seat in bracket number 1 with a record of 2-0. Oral Roberts and TCU play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The loser of the Oral Roberts-TCU game is eliminated. The winner of the Oral Roberts-TCU game tomorrow plays Florida on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and either Oral Roberts or TCU must defeat Florida twice in order to reach the championship series. So the Gators need just one win to reach the championship series, which begins on Saturday. Meanwhile, in bracket 2, as we said earlier, today Stanford was eliminated by Tennessee. So Stanford is now out of bracket number 2. Tennessee will play an elimination game tomorrow at 6 o'clock against the loser of this game between LSU and Wake Forest. The winner of the LSU-Wake Forest game will be in the driver's seat of bracket 2. The winner of this game doesn't play again until 6 o'clock on Wednesday. And again, the winner of this game would be in control of the bracket, as the winner tonight would need just one more win to advance to the championship series, which begins on Saturday. So a lot on the line tonight between LSU and Wake Forest. Looking forward to a great matchup. As Chris told you earlier, these are the only 2 teams all year that held a number 1 ranking in any college baseball poll. LSU held the number 1 ranking on a consensus basis for 11 consecutive weeks. Tigers stumbled a little bit a losing series to Auburn and Mississippi State. Wake Forest took over the number 1 spot, and they held it through the course of the regular season. And, of course, they enter this tournament as the number 1 national seed. So looking forward to it, Chris. Should be an outstanding matchup tonight between two of the very top clubs in the country all year long.
No doubt about it. Looking forward to this one. A lot of talk, of course. LSU fans excited for it. Wake Forest fans excited for it. But around the city today, there were people from this area that were looking forward to the matchup tonight between the Demon Deacons and the Fighting Tigers. That's Around the College World Series presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? We'll take a timeout, getting you ready for first pitch coming up just after 6 o'clock Central Time. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting pitchers for both Wake Forest and LSU. That's coming your way next here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Train. Plus, right now, Train is offering special financing.
Check one,
so
check
what's
one.
Not to love? Visit TrainSouth.com
Sound
to find
Alondra.
a local Train dealer today. It's hard to stop a train.
Thank you, love.
Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Before LSU takes the field in Omaha, time to take a look at the game's starting pitchers. Here is Tiger champ Doug Thompson on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Charles Schwab Field here in Omaha, Nebraska. We're getting ready for Game 2 for the Tigers. It's Game 8 of the College World Series. We're going to talk about the starting pitching. And as always, we'll start off looking at that visitor, the lefty, Josh Hartle. He's had a great year in his sophomore season. He's got a 2.80 ERA. He's 11-2. He made 16 starts this year, worked 96 1/3 innings. He allowed 87 hits, 30 earned runs, 20 walks, and an impressive 131 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 240. He turned down a lot of money, a couple $1 million out of high school. He has a big-time curveball. It'll be in the low to mid-80s. That's a lot of spin on a breaking ball. He'll gust his fastball up to 93 miles an hour. He'll sit 89 to 91. And if we see guys chasing early, that means his deception is working, because when he's been successful throughout the year, they will chase that curveball that bounces in the dirt. So the Tigers are going to have to do a good job of laying off of that pitch specifically. And Jay Johnson will counter with junior Ty Floyd. Floyd will make his 16th start of the year. His ERA sits at an even 4.50. He's 7-0 on the year and 78 innings pitched. He's allowed 63 hits, 39 earned runs. He has 32 walks and 93 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 216. This Wake Forest ball club comes into the game hitting 308. So Ty Floyd's going to have to establish his fastball for strikes, get ahead of hitters, and keep them off the base pass, Chris.
All right, again for Wake Forest, it'll be a sophomore lefty and Josh Hartle. And for the Tigers, it'll be junior right-hander Ty Floyd. Teams are getting ready, field getting prepped, and we are headed towards a 6 o'clock first pitch between Wake Forest and LSU. Coming up, Bill had a chance to visit with head coach Jay Johnson, his thoughts on the performance Saturday and what the Tigers need tonight against the Demon Deacons. All coming up here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling. And great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
The LSU Tigers excel due to great preparation, talent, and execution. Those same principles are what make National Trent Safety the leader in the trench safety equipment industry. National Trent Safety is recognized across the country as the trench and traffic safety specialist, supporting the equipment rental and engineering needs for the refining, chemical, pipeline, power, transportation, and municipal market. Visit ntsafety.com today for more details. Remember, if it's in the trench, over the trench, or around the trench, National Trent Safety has you covered. Go Tigers! Tigers are your team, and Super One Foods is your grocery store. They offer super low prices from the moment you walk in their door, starting with the hottest deals on their famous wall of values. You'll get super savings on fresh produce, meat cut fresh daily, and all of your favorite brands throughout the store. Shop Super One Foods online or in store for super low prices on game day and every day. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods. Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
The action of LSU in the College World Series is coming up. But first, a visit with the top Tiger, head coach Jay Johnson. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. Standing by with Coach, here again is Chris Blair.
Back here in Omaha at Charles Schwab Field, LSU versus Wake Forest. And time now to visit with LSU head coach Jay Johnson. And coach, a great start here to the College World Series back on Saturday night. A victory over Tennessee as your club played extremely well on both sides of the ball. Just talk about the importance of getting off to such a good start.
Yeah, it's super important. I think in these important games, teams that settle in first, relax first, play character the most, usually have the most success. And I was really proud of the way we did that the other night.
Paul Skeens, of course, was dominant. I know you've addressed this over the course of this year, but how vital is it for Paul to have that type of performance as it relates to the rest of this tournament?
You feel like he set us up good all year long, you know, with getting deeper into games on Fridays, minimizing the impact on our bullpen, and, you know, with the tournament format, the day off yesterday, it sets us up really well for today.
Ty Floyd on the mound today. Ty, if not for Paul Skeens, would probably get a lot more notice. But Paul obviously had such an incredible year, but Ty has as well. What makes him best suited for this type of situation?
Well, I think he really believes in himself at this juncture, as he should. He's had a lot of really good outings here at the back half of the season. He's kept us in every game, which that's the job of the starting pitcher, and let our offense do the work. We played really good defense behind him and playing a good team tonight, so we'll really need to do those things.
Of course, it's ironically, these two teams tonight are the only two teams, Coach, that have, as you know, have held the #1 ranking all year. Wake Forest, what about them stands out? I've heard perhaps they're similar to LSU in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I think from a talent standpoint, they're very good on the mound. Really good starting pitcher tonight in Hartle. Really good bullpen pieces. Offense, they have a really good identity at the plate, and they play really hard as well. And so I think we're definitely similar in that respect.
If you can expand a little bit about Hartle, the lefty starter, what makes him most challenging, and what must your hitters do in order to have success?
Yeah, he throws from a little bit of a deceptive angle, creates a lot of deception. We have to command the strike zone. We have to control the strike zone. We have to see the ball early. He does a great job of getting people off balance and off timing, but it's usually on pitches that are outside the zone, so we have to force him into the zone and not try to do too much and keep ourselves on pitches that we want instead of what he wants us to.
And, of course, I know you got a little flavor of it at the hotel before you guys got here, but, wow, what a response by the LSU fans. I know you guys are looking forward to an incredible environment tonight.
Yeah, the best. Great send-off, great crowd the other night. In a lot of ways, felt like a home game, and we're looking for the same tonight.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill.
LSU coach Jay Johnson with us as the Tigers getting set to face Wake Forest here in Omaha. A lot more to come, including tonight's starting lineups after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
First pitch is just around the corner here in Omaha. Time to take a look at the starting lineups on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at Charles Schwab Field, getting ready for this marquee matchup tonight between Wake Forest and LSU. First pitch coming just after 6 o'clock, but first it's a singing of the national anthem here at Charles Schwab Field as the seats starting to fill up. Without question, a lot of purple and gold making their way in here. And again, this may be another capacity crowd, over 25,000 on Saturday night in the Tigers' debut. So the singing of the national anthem here in Omaha, and that signals first pitch is coming up. Let's give you the starting lineups first for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. They will be the home team in tonight's contest. They'll lead it off with the center fielder Tommy Hawk, a sophomore, batting .353. It'll be Pierce Bennett batting second, be in right field, a junior with a .356 average. Nick Kurtz will bat third. He'll be at first base. Brock Wilkin will be the cleanup hitter, the third baseman, a junior on the season. 31 home runs, 81 runs batted in. Batting fifth will be Justin Johnson, the Wake Forest second baseman, a junior, hitting .336. Danny Corona will be the DH. He'll be in the sixth spot tonight for Wake Forest. Bennett Lee will be the catcher. He'll bat in the 7 hole. Adam Cesari, a junior, batting .290, will bat eighth and play left field. And the shortstop for the Demon Deacons, Marek Houston, a freshman, hitting .226. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Come into tonight's game 49-15 on the year. Dylan Cruz will lead it off, the junior, batting .433. He'll play in center field, of course. Tommy White will bat second. He'll be at third. The sophomore leading the team with 22 home runs on the year and leads the team with 97 RBI. Trey Morgan will bat third, play first base. Hayden Travinsky, the catcher, will bat cleanup. The junior batting .391 on the season. Cade Beloso will be the DH, again in the 5 spot. Gavin Dugas at second base will bat 6th. Braden Joubert in right field will bat 7th. Jordan Thompson, your Tigers shortstop, batting 8th. And Josh Pearson, once again starting in left field, he will bat 9th for the Tigers. So that's a look at the starting lineups, and we are just moments away from first pitch here on this Monday night. Wake Forest and LSU on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have your industrial, commercial, or residential storage units. Containers are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to all year long. Pregame warm-ups.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Go to LSU.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's LSU.gold.
17 SEC titles.
The scratch by Mars in the pitch.
35 NCAA regional appearances.
Swung on the hit to right field. Let's way back there. Way back there.
19 trips to the College World Series.
Hold on. Tigers win. Tigers win.
The powerhouse of college baseball.
And the Tigers win today. I don't believe it.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Monday night, Tiger fans, and welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska, the 2023 College World Series here at Charles Schwab Field. Marquee matchup, as we have told you, anticipating this type of contest here in the College World Series. What else would you expect? Wake Forest coming in, top seed coming into the College World Series. Again, national seed, number one team down the final several weeks of the regular season, while LSU coming in for 11 weeks, the number one team in the land during the regular season. So kind of knew they would run into each other at some point. It happens to come on this Monday night. Tigers will be, again, the visiting team. They will be in the first base dugout, dressed in their gray unis tonight, gray jerseys, gray pants, traditional LSU purple lids. For Wake Forest, the home team, they'll be in the third base dugout. They're wearing white jerseys, white pants, and black lids, as they will take to the field first, and Josh Hartle will be on the mound for the Demon Deacons. Again, the Tigers will have Cruz, White, and Morgan to get things started. And Bill, you heard me say it a few moments ago, LSU fans, they're pumped up whenever the Tigers play. Wake Forest fans who made their way here, they're excited about this matchup tonight. But you just had a sense that everybody who's here to watch great college baseball anticipating a battle on the diamond.
You know, Chris, I've been here in Omaha a lot of times. In fact, this is my 17th trip here, and I've seen a lot of hotel send-offs, and Doug's seen some as a player, but the hotel send-off we saw today at the Omaha Hilton was impressive. LSU fans filled the entire lobby of the Omaha Hilton, which is a very large hotel. The noise was incredible. The reception the Tigers got when they emerged from the meeting room area, down the escalator, and out the door to the buses. Just a tremendous reception for these young men. And I'm sure we'll see the same type of atmosphere here in Charles Schwab Field. But just an incredible amount of support here for the Tigers, and hopefully LSU can gain some energy from it, Doug.
Yeah, I mean, Bill, you nailed it. There's nothing better than that send-off in Omaha when you're getting on the bus. Tiger fans just simply do it better than everybody else.
Absolutely. You know, I was thinking about the fact that LSU's the visiting team in tonight's game. And of course, that normally you just say, oh, shoot, you know, we want to be the home team every game. However, Doug, I've found, and maybe you'll agree when you guys play, sometimes there's an advantage in postseason to being a visitor, to establish some momentum at the plate early and maybe set the tone for the game.
That's it. If you can get ahead early on, it puts the pressure on that home team to have to catch up. So best case scenario would be a couple crooked numbers in the first half of the game or maybe before the 5th inning.
Well, I know one thing. I came down to the team room on the 2nd floor about 2 o'clock to get a couple of waters, and normally I come straight back down the escalator into the lobby through the elevators to the above floors, and I got down there and looked down there and I said, nope, I'm going to go back up. No way I'm walking through that. I don't deserve it, and it would look awkward, so I went right back upstairs. But you're exactly right. Tiger fans ready to go early today, and they are here tonight as Wake Forest takes the field here. Good also, guys, the fact that the last 2 weekends, let's say, in NCAA play, the Tigers hosted Kentucky, an SEC team who they played 3 games against in the regular season. They get to Omaha, and as Jay Johnson said, he knew when the pairings came out that they would run into Tennessee in the opening game here in Omaha. So another SEC team. So it's good. I'm excited to play another team out of another conference here in the College World Series.
Yeah, it's a rare meeting between LSU and Wake Forest. In fact, they've only met on 3 previous occasions, and the only time was the regular season series that opened the 2011 season in Baton Rouge at Alec Box Stadium. LSU swept Wake Forest in that series. That was very early in Tom Walter's career, the head coach at Wake Forest. He brought the Wake Forest club into Baton Rouge that weekend, and the Tigers won all 3. But Tom Walter, the Wake Forest head coach, has done a magnificent job in building this program and leading it to this elite level.
So just moments away as Hartle again will continue his last couple of warm-up tosses. Defensively for the Demon Deacons, Brock Wilkin will be at third, Merrick Houston at shortstop, Justin Johnson at second base, Nick Kurtz will be down the line at first. In the outfield, Adam Cesare in left, Tommy Hawk in center field, and Pierce Bennett over in right field. It'll be Bennett Lee behind the plate, completing the battery with the left-hander Josh Hartle. Dylan Cruz will lead it off. He makes his way from the first base dugout to the batter's box. Gives a fist bump to Bennett Lee, the Demon Deacon catcher, and you can hear the swell of the crowd. We're ready to get started. Cruz stands in, batting an impressive .433 on the year. Here's the first pitch, and it's a called strike, and we are underway. Time of first pitch, 6:07 Central Time here in Omaha. 0-1 to Dylan Cruz. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, falls behind early, 0-2. Cruz so far here in Omaha went 2 for 5 with a run scored back on Saturday night against the Volunteers. The 0-2 pitch, missed in low. That'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, there you saw that breaking ball for the first time in the dirt. Cruz able to hold back. Again, a very firm breaking ball, 82 to 86 miles an hour, says the scouting report.
Hartle pitches, swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Cruz, and Hartle records punch out number 1, 1 away here in the top of the first inning.
Came right back with the breaking ball there. That one for a strike. And that was a good pitch.
So now we'll see Tommy White. White on Saturday, 1 for 4. Again, in the NCAA tournament, batting just .286 through 6 games. First delivery going to miss for ball 1, and it's 1-0.
Fastball's been 89 to 91 so far.
Pitch to White, short of the plate, gets away from the catcher Lee. That'll move the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tigers have hit left-handed pitching relatively well this year. The Tigers hitting .305 on the year against lefties.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that one at the belt. They'll say a little outside, so that'll move the count 3-0 here to Tommy White. They've got a semi-shift on. Justin Johnson, the second baseman, shaded towards the second base bag. To the right-handed hitting Tommy White, who can hit to all fields. The 3-0 is a called strike, and that'll make it 3-1. .3-1 pitch. That one at the belt for a strike, and now that will fill the count 3-2. After arriving here at the ballpark today, a very hot and almost oven-like day here in Omaha. Of course, first real day of Baton Rouge weather, let's say. Here's the 3-2. Little bouncer towards third, having to charge in is Wilkin. He'll have plenty of time to throw to first for the second out. The wind on Saturday, for the most part here, very rare, blowing out right to left, and later in that game against the Volunteers, blowing out left to right. A lot of time today, the wind has been blowing in, as we're accustomed to with the location of this relatively new ballpark for the College World Series. Again, it makes a park that's big play even bigger. Here's Trey Morgan with 2 down. First pitch low and inside from Hartle, and it's 1-0. Pitch to Morgan. Swung on, bouncer towards second. Coming over to his left is Johnson. He will glove it, throw to first in time. The Tigers retired in order here in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. Played a half inning here in Omaha. No score. We'll see Wake Forest coming to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
The excitement of Omaha and the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom half of the first inning coming your way here from Omaha. Scoreless. The Tigers down in order. 1-2-3. That'll be the Demon Deacons coming to the plate. Hawk, Bennett, and Kurtz will lead it off against Ty Floyd on the mound for the Tigers. Again, as Doug told you earlier before the start of the game, 7-0 on the year. 4.5 ERA. Again, Doug, one of the things you kind of feel good about, Ty Floyd known to give up fly ball outs. He's got a big park to work with here. The defense plays well behind him. We'll see how Wake Forest does. They have a couple of guys certainly with a lot of power, a lot of home runs. At their home ballpark there in Winston-Salem, it's 310 down the line in left, 300 in right, although 400 straight away in center field. Dimensions here, 335 down both lines, 375 in the alleys, and 408 straightaway center.
Yeah, and maybe his biggest ally right now is that wind is blowing about as hard as it can dead in from center field.
So we'll see Tommy Hawk, the sophomore, batting .353, left-handed hitter. Open stance at the plate as Ty Floyd fires the first pitch. Missed high and outside, ball one.
Yeah, top two guys in the lineup with 7 home runs each, Chris. But as you mentioned, after that, it gets kind of thick. 24 for the 3-hole and then 31 for their cleanup man.
1-0 pitch. A called strike on the inside corner. That'll leaving it up to Hawk, 1-1.
Wake Forest has 130 home runs on the season. Very powerful ball club.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hawk put everything he had into that one, but couldn't find the baseball, and he falls behind 1-2.
94 miles per hour on that fastball from Floyd.
Right-hander looks in. Pitch to the left-hander on its way, and it's fouled back into the screen. That'll keep the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Jay Johnson addressed that last weekend at like Box Stadium where the weather was warm and the ball was really jumping out of the park. Ty gave up those homers, but in this park he may have more of an advantage.
The 1-2 popped up, shallow left center field. Going back though, Thompson, he's able to get to it. The shortstop makes the play, 1 away.
That makes about 4 balls that I thought was a no-brainer, can of corn to an outfielder, and Jordan Thompson circled underneath it in this tournament. Really difficult to judge a fly ball up here in the press box.
Yeah, I think you're right, because if Jordan doesn't get there, Dylan Cruz had no chance to get there from center field as deep as he was playing.
So now to the plate comes Pierce Bennett. Bennett, a right-hander. Floyd fires to the plate, and it missed low and away for ball 1.
Yeah, those averages at the top of the lineup go 353, 356, 364, and 358, the top 4 guys.
Floyd's 1-0 delivery. Missed outside off speed. 2 balls and no strikes. Floyd's 2-0 delivery.
Yep. Oh.
Say that one missed. Not sure where, but that'll make it 3-0. Trying to catch a replay there quickly just to see where that may have missed. But a tough spot here for Floyd. To the 2-hole hitter Bennett, and this one outside for ball 4. So the Demon Deacons get the first base runner of the night. Ty Floyd offers up his 33rd base on ball for the year. And now we'll see Nick Kurtz, the first baseman, a sophomore, batting .364. 24 homers, as Doug mentioned. He's got 69 runs batted in. A left-hander stands in for the Demon Deacons.
Yeah, these next 2 can really swing it. They've done a lot of damage this year. The good news about Bennett at first, not really a stolen base threat, only 1 on the year.
Floyd checks the runner, now fires to the plate. And it's low and inside for ball 1. So now Floyd trying to find that strike zone again.
Nick Kurtz batting .261 in the NCAA tournament. 2 doubles, a home run, and 6 RBI.
Short lead off of first for Bennett. Floyd's 1-0 pitch to the plate. Now going to strike at the belt. Evens it up 1-1.
Tigers have swapped the middle infielders for this left-handed hitter. Thompson's playing second base, and Dugas is over at short.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now a turn and throw to first. And back safely again is Bennett. Again, not a huge lead. Doug's exactly right. Only 1 stolen base on the year.
Yeah, only 1 real base runner. That's the leadoff man, Hawk. He's 13 of 14 this year.
Another quick throw over, and just getting back safely is Bennett.
Well, you saw Ty Floyd kind of lure him in with a slower move the first time, and that was the good one there. Almost got him.
Still 1 ball, 1 strike to Kurtz at the plate. 1 out, runner on.
Yep.
Soft speed pitch, a strike. Inner half gets Floyd ahead 1-2.
And what you guys mentioned about the stolen base numbers for Wake Forest again illustrates how similar these 2 teams are. Not big base stealing threats on either side, but a lot of power on both sides, obviously.
Floyd looks in. Here's the 1-2 pitch to the plate. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outer half, and Kurtz knew it. Ty Floyd, after giving up the walk, gets his first strikeout of tonight's game. 2 gone here in the bottom of the first inning. That will bring the big bopper, cleanup hitter Brock Wilken, the third baseman. Again, 31 homers on the year, 81 runs batted in, has 15 doubles and 1 triple.
Big second out there.
Wilken also threw 6 games in NCAA play, batting .417. Runner at first, and the pitch just missed away, making 1-0.
A lot of discussion so far in this World Series about how the strike zone seems to be a little bigger than what LSU saw in the regular season.
Not
Tonight,
so far
though,
this
Moser
game,
tonight, the home plate umpire's been pretty tight.
Let's start watching the screen here.
1-0, breaking ball lifted in the air to left field. Pearson running over, but that one slicing foul into the seats out of play. Evens the count 1-1.
There was a consensus that the strike zone in the SEC this year was smaller than it had been in prior years, and up to this point here in Omaha, we've seen the zone a little more expanded.
Yeah, they're missing about 7% of strikes thrown this year.
1 ball, 1 strike, runner at first. Floyd fires. Breaking ball, in for a strike. Gets him ahead, 1-2. Billy Van Raphorst, our umpire at first base. David Savage at second. Travis Renninger at third base. And behind the plate, as Bill mentioned, Casey Moser with the balls and strikes. 2 outs, runner at first, no score, bottom of the first inning. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Ty Floyd, after giving up the walk, comes back with 2 punch outs, and that'll do it for the Demon Deacons. No runs, no hits. They leave 1 man on. We move to the top of the second. No score here in Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers coming to the plate here, top of the second inning, scoreless in the nightcap here on Monday in Omaha. Josh Hartle back out on the mound. LSU will send up Travinski, Beloso, and Dugas 4, 5, and 6 to the plate for the Tigers. First pitch to Travinski, a called strike. The fastball at 91, and it's 0-1. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Josh Hartle, very impressive so far. Threw just 11 pitches in the first inning.
The 0-2 to Travinski, swing and a miss. You can't get much more efficient than that. 1 down. Hartle records the strikeout. That's his second tonight. His last outing against Alabama in the NCAA tournament had 11 punch-outs against the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and I can see why. That curveball is a big league curveball. It's not big and loopy. It doesn't have a lot of break to it, but it's sharp and tight and breaks north and south at about, again, 85 miles an hour. A very difficult pitch to hit.
First delivery to Cade Beloso stands in, missed inside. That'll make it 1-0. Second delivery, missed low. 2 balls and no strikes. Beloso 0 for 3 on Saturday night. So far, batting 6 of 25 in the NCAA tournament. 2-0. Off speed, missed inside. That'll make it 3 balls, no strikes.
You know, this kid's only a sophomore, but he certainly has more appearances than a sophomore would normally. This is his 31st start of his college career.
And the take is on, and the 3-0 down the middle to make it 3-1.
Beloso's been really good against lefties this year. A .425 average against left-handed pitching.
Wow.
3-1 pitch. Missed inside, ball 4. So the Tigers get their first base runner with 1 out here in the top of the second. First base on balls given up by Hartle. That will bring Gavin Dugas to the plate. Dugas on Saturday night, 1 for 3. It was a big one. Shot over the bullpen down the line in left. Got the Tigers on the board en route to a 6-3 win.
It's a rare walk for Hartle, just his 21st walk this season.
First pitch to the right-handed Dugas, a called strike. Fastball at 91. It's 0-1.
He's got only 21 walks in 97 and 2/3 innings.
Beloso short lead off of first, and the pitch to Dugas on the inside corner at the hands, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a cutter there, 90 miles an hour. Another good pitch.
One away, top of the second. Pitch to Dugas, skips off the dish, blocked up by Bennett Lee, the catcher. There's the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dugas.
Still haven't seen him chase a bad one, though. Those curveballs they've swung at have been strikes.
Pitch to Dugas, the 1-2. Good eye. Missed inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dugas hunting for a pitch here he can turn on. With a runner at first, 1 down. The 2-2 foul back. Behind the plate, keeps the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. Learn more at OLOLRMC.com/LSU. Beloso down at first on a 1-out walk. Pitch to Dugas, missed outside. That will make it 3-2. Pardo going to take a little time there. Do a couple of lunges and now step back up on the bump. Dugas awaits a payoff pitch. Here it comes. And it missed outside. Back-to-back walks will put runners first and second now with LSU. Only 1 out here in the top of the second.
Yeah, that's a big walk because of that pitch count. Again, Bill said only 11 in the first inning, and I think that was the 27th pitch of the game. Be great to get him up and over 30 through 2 innings of work. Joe Bear needs 2 sets of batting gloves. That thing's so hot right now.
I would imagine there have been few games in which Hartle has had 2 walks in a single game, much less by the second inning.
So Joe Bear stands in. First pitch to Braden. Missed too far inside. It's ball 1, 1-0. Joe Bear, of course, one of the heroes on Saturday night. Had that solo shot to right field to give the Tigers a 6-3 lead late in that game. His time called now. Infield, along with Bennett Lee, going to join pitching coach on the mound here.
And Bill, I think this had that's the slowest walk we've ever seen to the mound. Wow. I mean, he's really taking his time here to calm his pitcher down, Bill, because you made a great point. He probably hasn't had many games with 14 starts where he's walked even 2 batters, but he guaranteed hasn't had many innings that he's walked 2 batters. So a very slow, intentional walk out to the mound from the pitching coach.
Corey Muscara down out there right now, talking it over with Hartle, and again, probably wanting to break up that tempo and let him slow down a little bit here. After walking back-to-back batters, LSU with runners first and second, 1 out in a scoreless game, top of the second.
May also remind him, hey, this guy had a double, triple, and a homer in the last game. Be heads up here because he can really swing it.
I'm glad you brought that up, Doug, because Joe Bear's single, double, triple on Saturday made him the first LSU player ever to do that in a College World Series game, to single, double, and triple in a single College World Series game.
You know, we were talking the other night, Bill. I bet there hadn't been many Tigers have a single, double, and triple in the whole World Series.
Yeah,
the triple's tough to get, you know.
And we've
got a beach ball.
Yeah, on the track. Tommy Hawk, the center fielder, will go over. Doesn't seem to be any of the staff down on the field like we saw on Saturday.
And by the way, all 4 balls that Joe Bear hit the other night in those 4 plate appearances, over 100 miles an hour off the bat. LSU had 11 balls at 100 plus off the bat in that game against Tennessee.
1-0 the count to Joe Bear after the meeting on the mound. Hartle, the left-hander, pitching to the left-handed hitting Joe Bear. Swing and a miss. That'll even it up 1-1.
Now, lefties have been tough on Joe Bear. He has 16 hits in 63 at-bats, batting .254 against lefties.
All we need is 1 here.
Yep.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to the plate. Bouncer towards second. Could be 2 as Johnson throws to Houston. The relay to first in time, and Wake Forest, after giving up 2 back-to-back walks, get out of it with a twin killing, and that'll do it for LSU. No runs, no hits, 2 men, or rather no men left on. And we go to the bottom of the second. No score. Wake Forest coming to the plate when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Live from Omaha in the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, each team have left one man on base so far here in the early going. We move to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless between Wake Forest and LSU, as the Demon Deacons will have 5, 6, and 7 due up here, starting with Justin Johnson. And first pitch, foul tip in the mid of Travinsky, and Ty Floyd gets off to a 0-1 start. Johnson batting .336 on the year, as Floyd delivers the 0-1 pitch. Foul back below us, out of play. That'll make it 0-2.
You've got to be heads up here for these foul balls, because when they hit the second level, they'll come back down there pretty hot. And most people don't turn around to watch it.
No, they think once it gets over their head, they're like, okay, I'm done.
I'm good. It's out. They're going to catch it. They'll catch it for sure. But that one rocketed back down to that bottom level. Another beach ball. Pop it. No.
Justin Johnson at the plate, 16 home runs, including 3 in the last 6 games for the Deacons in the NCAA tournament.
The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball. Scooter right to the shortstop. Thompson gloves it. Little high throw, but Morgan able to reach it for the first out of the inning. That one running on the grass.
Yeah, and it had a couple hops off the bat, and then when it got to the dirt, it stayed low, which is very tricky for an infielder. Jordan Thompson, a great job of working low to high, had his fingers on the ground. And I tell you, we've talked about it all year, the improvement that he made defensively between last year and this year. I'm telling you, we haven't seen many improvements made like that from players.
No, big jump. Danny Corona now, the DH, a left-hander, comes in. They'll move Thompson again to second, 2 guys to short. And the first pitch, breaking ball from Floyd, gets over for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's key for Ty Floyd. We know when he locates his fastball down and away and can get that strike zone, when he's got the breaking ball over for strikes, makes him a different opponent. There's a swing and a miss. Comes back with a 94-mile-an-hour heater, and it's 0-2.
And now everyone will shift. Tommy White will run out to shortstop. Dugas, the second baseman, playing to the right of the bag, and then Jordan Thompson's out in shallow right center.
Pitch to Corona, sails high on Floyd. That'll make it 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Corona has been especially hot. 6 home runs in his last 5 games. He's been on fire during the NCAA tournament.
Pitch to the plate, swung on and fouled. Back behind the plate, into the seats, out of play. Keeps the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Corona ready to go. Ty Floyd looks in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 94, and Ty Floyd now his 3rd punch out after having 2 to finish that bottom of the first inning. And with 2 gone here and nobody on, we'll see Bennett Lee, the catcher, a junior, batting .301.
Doug, that fastball gets up on the hitters in a hurry. We've seen a lot of very late swings so far by the Wake Forest hitters.
Yeah, it's got a little extra life on it. I wonder if that shadow out there in the middle of the mound has anything to do with a breaking ball there for strike one to start it off to Bennett Lee.
Love that. If you're Ty Floyd, it's 0-1.
Yeah, that really opens things up when he can get the breaking ball over early.
The 0-1 pitch. Just missed outside. That'll make it 1-1. One ball, one strike. Pitch to Lee, squared to bunt, and a called strike at the letters. Makes it 1-2.
3 breaking balls in a row there.
Two outs, nobody on, a 1-2 count. Bennett Lee at the plate. Ty Floyd fires. Called strike 3 at the knees. Fastball at 95, and Ty Floyd with his 4th strikeout on the night. That'll do it for the Demon Deacons. No runs, no hits. They go in order here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. We move to the top of the 3rd. Tigers will have Thompson, Pearson, bottom of the order. Then top of the order, Dylan Cruz. Scoreless here in Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya. Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win! Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
The excitement of all in the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Jordan Thompson will lead it off for LSU. We hit the top of the 3rd inning here on this Monday night. Scoreless so far, Wake Forest and the Tigers. Thompson, a .272 hitter on the season. First delivery from Hartle. Missed low for ball 1, 1-0. So far in the postseason, Thompson, though, batting 9 of 22, .409 so far through 6 games. Off speed, missed low again from Hartle, who does a little dance out there. Thought he found the zone, did not get it from home plate umpire Casey Moser, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 pitch to Thompson. That's a strike on the inner half. That'll make it 2-1. Thompson awaits. 2-1 pitch. Stayed away, and it. Oh, wow.
My goodness.
They rule that a strike on the outer half. That looked well off the plate.
And below his knees.
2-2 now, the count. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hartle gets another strikeout. 1 gone here to start the top of the 3rd. 3rd strikeout for the Wake Forest starter. Gave up 2 walks to the Tigers, but a double play took away any threat LSU had there in the top half of the 2nd inning. In fact, season high in walks for Hartle is 3. Happened against George Mason back on June 4th in the postseason.
The beach ball thing is just out of control.
Yeah, the Parrot Heads have got to calm down here.
So Hartle now has struck off the leadoff hitter. Has struck out the leadoff hitter in each of the first 3 innings.
He's putting in his center fielder, just popped it, put it in his back pocket. The whole thing, just stuffed the ball in his back pocket.
Kudos to Tommy Hawk.
Yeah, well done.
So we'll see coming to the plate Josh Pearson. Pearson batting .252 on the year. The pitch to the left-hander, low and inside for ball one.
Yeah, Hartle's now punched out the leadoff hitter of all 3 innings.
The 1-0. Missed at the knees. That'll make it 2 balls, no strikes. So again, Hartle.
Man, he falls behind
after getting giving up the first 2 walks of the game. Starting behind the hitters here in counts. 2-0 to Pearson. Too far inside. It's a 3-0 count now to the Tiger left fielder.
I mean, that's 36 pitches on the game, 17 balls, 19 strikes. That's not very good.
3-0. Missed inside, ball 4. That's the 3rd walk of the night by Josh Hartle, which will tie his most on the season in a single game.
I will say 2 of those didn't miss by much.
Yeah, Moser, the home plate umpire, has been consistently tight so far, except for that one low and outside pitch that Hartle threw to Jordan Thompson.
So now back to the top of the order. Dylan Cruz batting for the 2nd time tonight. He was a strikeout victim to start the game. This first delivery misses low. Ball 1.
That was pitch number 40 on the night for Hartle.
Runner at first. The 1-0 pitch to Cruz. Got a called strike on the outer half to make it 1-1.
Yeah, I was right at the knees. We keep saying this is a night game, boys. It didn't get dark till 9 o'clock the other night. Literally 8:59, right? You said sundown?
Yep. The 1-1 to Cruz. And a swing and a miss. Now we'll put Dylan behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got down 0-2 in his first at bat.
They'll probably try to bounce that breaking ball here.
1 out, runner at first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he did bounce it. Got away from the catcher Lee momentarily. Off to second base and sliding in safely is Pearson, using that speed again. Lee blocked it up, but it rolled out in front of home plate. He picked it up. The throw off the mark as Johnson received the baseball, and it got away from him, but a good heads-up play by Pearson.
Yeah, it wasn't a steal. Pearson read it in the dirt. He got the great read on that secondary lead. Textbook base running there by the Tigers left fielder.
So he gets to second on the wild pitch. 2-2 the count to Cruz, and a swing and a miss. Dylan Cruz down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight, and that will be the 2nd out of the inning. Tommy White coming to the plate. So far here in Omaha, pitchers jamming Tommy White effectively. That got him to bounce one into the infield grass in a 5-3 ground out back in the 1st inning. But we've seen a ton of pitches in on the hands to the big bopper for LSU. Runner at second in Pearson with 2 down. Pitch to Tommy. Missed outside. 1-0.
Tommy's now 1 for 5 here in Omaha. Still looking for his first RBI of the College World Series.
Yeah, he's still stuck at 97.
Pearson off of second. The 1-0 pitch. Too far inside. Backs Tommy up. That'll make it 2-0.
It's probably safe to say, Bill, that the Brandon Larson record of 118 will probably be safe. But there's a couple others that he could still pass.
2-0 the count. The pitch to White. Off speed, missed high. It's now 3-0.
Did not miss by much.
Yeah, Doug, at 97 RBI, Tommy right now number 5 on the all-time LSU single season list. Love to see him add to that right here. But he's probably a take, though, on this pitch.
Runner at second, the 3-0. That one in for a strike. Tommy thought it was too far inside. He tossed the bat.
We got to be better than that. We just take the strike and stay in the batter's box until he calls it, because some umpires get offended by that.
Yep.
And here comes Jay Johnson. Offensive timeout. To give White extra time before he has to dig back in.
3-1 the count. Tigers with a runner at second. Scoreless game. Top of the 3rd. Pearson aboard on a walk, advanced to second on the wild pitch as White laces this one into left center field. Going to get down, Tommy Hawk mishandles it, gets away from the center fielder. Coming in to score will be Pearson. White sliding into second base, and he gets the RBI to get the Tigers on the board. It's 1-0 LSU.
A nice time out there by Jay Johnson to let White have a little extra time when he ran out of the batter's box thinking it was ball 4. That ball was a rocket out to center field, about head high over the pitcher's head. And Tommy White, Billy, just like you asked, adds to that RBI total, number 98 on the year.
All right, 98 RBI for Tommy White. Error charge to Hawk, the center fielder, allowing White to advance into scoring position, so Morgan can add to the lead now.
Yeah, that was a big error.
First pitch to Trey Morgan, a called strike.
But you know, there could be some consideration by the scorekeeper on how hard the ball was hit, because I know he's way out there in center field, but when the ball got to him, it was still moving pretty quick.
0-1 to Morgan. Lifts it in the air down the line in right. Giving chase is Bennett, but this one will get into the seats about 20 rows up. And Morgan behind in the count now, 0-2. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Just visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com. Tigers leading 1-0. 2 outs here, top of the third. Tommy White delivers the RBI single. Advances to second base on the mishandle out in center as Morgan flies this one into the seats, foul down the third base line. Still remains 0-2.
So Hartle threw 11 pitches in the first inning. Since then, he's thrown 41 as he works here in the third.
Morgan behind in the count, 0-2. The pitch to the left-hander, reaches up with the bat, flies one to left field, and misjudging in Cesare, goes over his head, rolls all the way to the wall. Tommy White will score. Trey Morgan around second, and he will find his way into third base. And the Tigers now lead 2-0. Cesare came in towards home plate as soon as the ball came off the bat of Morgan, I think anticipating it would be shallow left field, and he just overran it, may have lost it a little bit. It went right over his glove, over his head, and rolled to the left field wall.
Well, you can see him fighting the sun here, and when he pulls that glove down, you can actually see the sun shining off of his glasses. He completely lost that ball in the sun. They say the line drive's the toughest one to catch.
Difficult. Yeah, right here in this park, especially in left field. Jay Johnson talked about that after the game on Saturday, how well Josh Pearson, the Tigers left fielder, handled some very difficult balls that were hard to pick up. Cesare had a very difficult time. He never saw it off the bat of Morgan. It sails over his head, and the Tigers get another run. And Trey Morgan is standing on third base, which I believe they're going to credit Trey with a hit there, and they will.
Well, they do, but I wonder, no errors either, so that's a triple, right, Bill?
Yeah, triple all the way.
Wow, that is huge.
Big break for the Tigers. Again with 2 outs, a runner at third. We'll see Hayden Travinski in the first pitch from Hartle, a called strike. Travinski down on strikes back in the second inning in his first at bat. Trey Morgan with triple number 4 on the year. The 0-1. Did it go around? They appeal to first. They say he did on a breaking ball away, and it's 0-2.
By the way, you can add another 2 runs to that total, Bill, in the postseason where the Tigers have scored with 2 outs.
0-2 to Travinski. Stays away. Hartle thought it caught the outside corner. So did Bennett Lee, the catcher, but not according to Casey Moser, and it keeps Travinski at the plate with a 1-2 count, just off the outside corner. Pitch to Travinski. Misses inside. Good body language by Hayden that time to really drive that home to the home plate umpire.
Man, Cesare, the left fielder, is really battling with that sun right now. He's got the glove up over his eyes every pitch.
Swing and a miss. Hartle able to strike out Travinski. Picks up his 5th strikeout of the game, but LSU's on the board. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 big error in center field by the Demon Deacons, and the Tigers able to strike and take the early lead, 2-0. We head to the bottom of the third. Wake Forest will have 8, 9, and top of the order due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you're playing college baseball in mid to late June, you'll take them any way you can get them. And Jay Johnson and the Tigers not going to apologize for either of the two runs the Tigers plate in the top of the third as Wake Forest comes to the plate in the home half. Cesare, the left fielder, who misread that fly ball line drive shot from Morgan, will stand in, batting for the first time on the evening. First pitch from Floyd. Called strike. Second delivery across the plate for a strike with a fastball at 93, and he gets ahead early, 0-2.
Yeah, Ty Floyd's locked in right now. He's got all three pitches for strikes.
Cesare, a 290 hitter on the year. Righty on lefty matchup here. As Floyd fires, and this one sails high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And just like Cesare did in the top of the inning, we see Josh Pearson out in left field. He's holding that right arm up, trying to shield his face from the sun.
1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Comes back with a 93-mile-an-hour heater, and down on strikes goes Cesare. And that'll be the 5th punch out for Ty Floyd now on the evening. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tigers 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 big error in center field.
And another beach ball has found its way onto the warning track.
This time a staff member here will pick it up, and again,
I mean, like uncle, like, you know, tell the kids, you know, hold the ball during the game. I mean, that's if you're Ty Floyd, I'm just thinking about the players down there. I mean, he's out there locked in, he's sweating and having to step off continuously.
So now at the plate will be Marek Houston, the shortstop for the Demon Deacons. First pitch, fouled back, out of play, and it's 0-1. Houston batting .226 at the bottom of the order here for the Demon Deacons. Floyd's 0-1 pitch. Just missed outside. Another fastball offering makes it 1-1. Floyd's 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball missed outside, 2-1.
Houston hitting just 167 in the NCAA tournament.
2-1 pitch. Popped up. Shallow right field. Coming in is Joe Bear on the run and settles under it and grabs it. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that one very dangerous. You had Dugas going back. He was no way he could get to it, get settled under it, and he just had to rely on Joe Bear to get there in time, and he makes the play.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as a can of corn at this field, especially when the sun is a factor like it is today.
So at 2 down, top of the order now for Wake Forest. Tommy Hawk, a left-hander, will stand in. Popped out to Jordan Thompson at shortstop in shallow left center field as this first pitch rides in a little high with a heater, and it's 1-0.
4 lefties in the lineup for Wake Forest, including Hawk, Kurtz the 3-hole, Corona the 6-hole, and Cesare the 8-hole.
Foul back into the screen off the bat of Hawk will even the count 1-1. Doug mentioned it earlier, really the lone base stealing threat in this lineup. Hawk 13 of 14 on the year. But with 2 down, Floyd wants to send him back to the dugout. get that breaking ball in for a strike, get ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, and this will be the 40th pitch of the game. Ty Floyd with a big opportunity here to really take a step up on Josh Hartle.
The 1-2. Lifted in the air to left field. Pearson on the run, and Pearson makes the grab for out number 3. And Josh Pearson has been such an asset in left field this entire time through a game plus in Omaha. Wake Forest comes up empty-handed. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. The Tigers lead 2-0. LSU coming to the plate. Beloso, Dugas, and Joe Bear when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Now batting in the cleanup position, Janny King, the king of clean.
Tiger fans, Janny King is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and even more proud to provide you, the players, and every fan that comes to a game here with a healthy stadium that has been cleaned by our team of professionals. Let us clean and disinfect your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Live from Omaha and the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2-0 LSU leads. Tigers come to the plate, top of the 4th inning. Wake Forest and Josh Hartle back out on the mound. He'll face off against Cade Beloso. And the first pitch to Cade, low and inside to the left-hander, and it's 1-0. Beloso got aboard on a walk back in the second. Started a chain of events that eventually resulted in back-to-back walks for Hartle. So wants this pitch in, and it catches the inside corner to make it 1-1. 60th pitch of the game now for Josh Hartle. So Ty Floyd up to this point winning that game within the game as Beloso slaps one foul down the first base line. Floyd finished the bottom of the 3rd inning. 41 total pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Beloso. Pitch from Hartle. Ground ball down the line at first. Couple of bounces handled by Kurtz, and he'll step on the bag easily for the first out of the inning. Tiger fans, don't forget, as the Tigers keep playing here in Omaha, you can catch all of the action, stream for free at lsusports.net, and take us with you wherever you go with the LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Now we'll see Gavin Dugas to the plate. He got aboard on a walk. His first time up, and this one come off the mitt of Bennett Lee. Inside, missing for ball 1.
4 innings now. Hartle's been able to retire the leadoff man.
The 1-0 pitch skips off the dish. That'll make it 2 balls, no strikes now to Dugas.
But he is really starting to battle that pitch count up to 63 now.
2 balls, no strikes. Hartle looks in. Lefty on righty matchup, and the pitch to the plate. That one at the knees for a strike. Breaking ball is there to make it 2-1. Again, the wind continuing to howl in towards home plate. 2-1. Smack, but a bouncer to the railing of the LSU first base dugout. Evens the count now, 2-2.
Gavin Dugas with 3 home runs in the NCAA tournament, including one back on Saturday here in Omaha against Tennessee.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and this pitch misses outside from Hartle. That will fill the count now. Tigers 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error on the Demon Deacons. Came there in the top half of the 3rd. Payoff delivery. Low and inside, ball 4, and Hartle now with 4 walks in this game matches a career high walks given up in a single game.
Tigers need to try to continue to capitalize on this very unusual wildness for Josh Hartle. A career high 4 walks, including 2 in the second inning.
Starting to move around down in that Wake Forest bullpen a little bit.
Braden Jobert stands in with a runner at first and the fastball in for a strike to make it 0-1. Josh Hartle threw 4 base on balls in late February 2022 against the New Jersey Institute of Technology in his second career appearance for the Demon Deacons. Pitch misses low to Jobert. Got away slightly from Bennett Lee, but not far enough, so Dugas back to first base.
I'd love to know how many balls he's bounced. I'm betting it's over 20.
Pitch to the plate, Jobert. Late swing. And a miss. Just one out here, top of the 4th inning. LSU leading 2-0. Gavin Dugas on a walk down at first base. Pitch to Jobert. Off speed. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Braden. Strikeout number 6 for Josh Hartle. But a weird line, guys, coming into this one. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks for the Demon Deacon starter.
Yeah, 2 hits and 2 balls misplayed by the outfield. Just an unusual game so far.
Jordan Thompson coming to the plate. There's a strikeout victim back in the 3rd as Hartle will throw over to first and Dugas slides back. Thompson's been very good at the plate here in the postseason, but that first pitch swing and a miss. Gets him behind early, 0-1.
Jordan 1 for 5 here in Omaha, but entering today's game, he was the Tigers' 2nd leading hitter in the NCAA tournament, batting .409 in tournament games.
Runner at first, the left-hander looks over. Now comes to the plate. Thompson showing bunt and foul down the 3rd base line as it rolls quickly. Thompson falls behind 0-2.
Not a bad idea there. 2-out bunt. That's fair. He's safe all day. Now he's going to have to put it in play, keep this inning alive a little bit, continue to drive up that pitch count.
This will be pitch number 75 for Hartle.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Thompson. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Hartle. 7th on the evening. And LSU will go no runs, no hits, 1 man left on. They lead 2-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Wake Forest will have 2, 3, and 4 in their order. Due up when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Live from Omaha and the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Pierce Bennett leads it off for Wake Forest here as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. LSU leading 2-0. Ty Floyd delivers the first offering, and it's a called strike, and it's 0-1.
This is a big inning for Ty Floyd. 2-3-4 due up.
Floyd checks the watch, now winds and fires, and a called strike on the outer half, and he gets ahead of Bennett 0-2.
Bennett's been hot, hitting .560 in the NCAA tournament.
Floyd taking some time, pitch clock down to 5. And he'll wind with 3 on the clock, and it's a ground ball, but foul down the first base line. Keeps the count 0-2 to Bennett. We got a board on a walk back in the first inning. Tigers 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error committed by the Demon Deacons. This one fouled back into the screen on a fastball in on the hands to Bennett. Still keeps the count 0-2.
Bennett does have 1 home run in the 6 tournament games for Wake Forest. 14 runs batted in.
Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Another 0-2 pitch, and this one a base hit into right field. So Bennett goes the opposite way, and the Demon Deacons have their first knock of the game. Comes here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Leadoff man aboard.
That was a pretty good. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah. Pierce Bennett's the only guy who's reached base against Floyd. The walk in the first inning, now the single here in the fourth. That breaks up a string of 8 in a row retired by Ty Floyd.
So again, Doug mentioned it. This is the heart of this Wake Forest Demon Deacon lineup that brings the power. Been the anchor of this team offensively, no surprise. First pitch from Floyd to Kurtz is a called strike, and it's 0-1. Kurtz was caught looking back in the first inning. Now a runner on at first base. Ty Floyd will check over his shoulder, and the 0-1 off speed. Popped up in the air behind the plate. Travinsky will give it a look, and it's just behind the screen. Drops down into the camera well. Out of play. And it's 0-2. So again, Floyd ahead early for the second straight batter here against Kurtz.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were going to make a point about that base hit from Bennett. It looked like it was more of a jam shot than anything. Like a good pitch from Floyd.
Looking for one here that he can get by, find a hole in the bat of Kurtz with a runner at first, nobody out. Fires to the plate, pops out of the mid of Travinsky, and will roll all the way near the LSU dugout first base side. And there's a gift from LSU to Wake Forest. Bennett down into scoring position at second base.
Check the replay here, see what that actually hit. It just hit the top of the glove. That's a tough break, especially if he hits a ground ball here.
Nobody out, runner now at second. 1-2 count to Kurtz. The pitch to the left-hander. Lifted foul out of play, keeps it 1-2. Tonight's game brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU: Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney.
And they do rule that a pass ball on Travinsky.
Bennett with a lead off second. Floyd fires to the plate again. Sit back foul. Kurtz just missed that fastball at 96. But Floyd remains ahead 1-2.
Yeah, this is quite the battle that Kurtz has given Ty Floyd here.
And with a left-hander up, they have Thompson at second, Dugas at short, and this pitch way outside and high evens it up 2-2.
Kurtz on the year, very tough against right-handed pitching, a .371 average.
Two delivery. Again off speed but missed upstairs. Now a full count. So 0-2, then 1-2. Several foul balls off the bat of Kurtz, and he's worked it full. Two-run lead for LSU, but this bottom of the fourth, a little bit of trouble here for the Tigers and Ty Floyd. Payoff delivery, big swing and a miss. Kurtz down on strikes. And Ty Floyd just challenged him with the fastball, wins that battle. That's his 6th punch out of the night. And one out.
What a pitch, Doug, by Ty Floyd. Floyd on the verge of losing Kurtz, setting up first and second and nobody out. He gets a huge strikeout. The Wake Forest power hitter, but still a lot of work to do here as Jay Johnson makes his way from the first base dugout to meet with his pitcher.
Yeah, that was a big strikeout. He punched out Wilkin last time too, so if he's able to get to 2 outs here with another strikeout, obviously it'd be huge. But that was quite the battle. Took a little bit of gas out of the tank. Floyd's up to what, 55 pitches now, Bill? 54?
Yeah, he's got to be in that mid-50 range. He started the inning at 40. He's gotten ahead 0-2 both to Bennett and to Kurtz, but both hitters, to their credit, work their way back. Bennett with the single into right field. Kurtz works it full, but then strikes out.
Yeah, this is the 2nd time through the lineup. You can expect some better swings now from Wake Forest after seeing Floyd 1 time each.
So Wilkin, the right-hander, 357 hitter, was a strikeout victim, as Doug mentioned. This will be the 55th pitch for Ty Floyd on the evening. With a runner at second and 1 down. First delivery misses outside, ball 1.
He's still pumping it in there at 95, though. Fastball with some good life today.
Pitch to Wilkin. Rises high above the letters, ball 2. Again, back-to-back fastball offerings here. Bennett down at second base. Pitch to the plate, and there's a strike at the letters to make it 2-1.
Wilkin didn't seem to care for that call too much. He backs away from the batter's box.
Pierce Bennett led off the inning. First hit of the evening for Wake Forest. Single to right field and advanced on a wild pitch to second base. 2-1 pitch. Missed off the plate outside. 3-1 now the count. Tough spot to be in if you're Ty Floyd with a power hitter. Dangerous hitter like Wilkin. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss. A little up in the zone. Wilkin couldn't find it. That will fill the count. 3-2.
Let's go, Ty Floyd. Boy, you talk about keeping Uncle Mo in that dugout. Strike 3 here would definitely do the trick.
Payoff delivery. And he went around. Called strike 3 in. Again, Wilkin, kind of a half-hearted swing, but it was in the zone and he went around. So struck out swinging to be correct. And that's a huge second out here in the bottom of the 4th, with the Demon Deacons still having a man at second base. And that will bring Justin Johnson, the junior right-hander, to the plate.
Yeah, the 7th strikeout of the game for Ty Floyd.
This delivery, breaking ball missed outside, 1-0.
Yeah, that time to Wilkin, he fell behind. Instead of being up 0-2, he was down 3-1. Recovered to get that strikeout.
1-0 delivery. Fastball missed away. 2 balls, no strikes. Last time in the 2nd inning, Johnson with a ground ball out. 6-3. Hit it right at Jordan Thompson. 2-0 pitch to the plate. Missed high and a little outside. That'll make it 3-0 now. So again, Floyd falling behind. Will have to climb the ladder with 2 down. Wake Forest threatening with a runner at second base here. Trailing LSU 2-0. Fastball down the middle for a strike, as that time Johnson with the take on makes it 3-1. First rung of the ladder for Ty Floyd. Kicks and fires. 3-1 pitch at the letters.
There we go.
For a called strike 2. Second rung of the ladder.
So he's now thrown 24 pitches just in this inning. You'd love to see him end it right now.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Floyd, the right-hander. Pitch to Johnson at the plate. Called strike 3,
sir.
Inside corner, punch out number 8 for Ty Floyd. And the Demon Deacons strand a runner at second base, and LSU will head to the dugout, leading 2-0. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. We go to the top of the 5th. Pearson, then top of the order Cruz and White when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers, all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
Shell has been a vital part of Louisiana industry for over 100 years. Shell employees work in sync to deliver products needed all over the world. Under these hard hats is the creative energy of thousands of men and women. From platforms in the Gulf to facilities along the Mississippi River, Louisiana is where we live, and we're proud to call it home. Shell is the rhythm of Louisiana. The excitement of Omaha and the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ty Floyd, the LSU starter, 8 strikeouts now on the night. Got out of a little bit of a jam there with Wake Forest threatening a runner at second base and just 1 out. The Tigers hold a 2-0 lead. That the 101st strikeout of the year for Ty Floyd. And the Tigers now with 2 pitchers with over 100 strikeouts on the season. Got to go back to 2009. Lewis Coleman and Anthony Renato, the last 2 to do that for LSU. 2-0 they lead. Josh Pearson leads it off. First delivery missed for ball 1. This one in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
All right, Tigers need a leadoff man on.
Agreed.
Hartle has not allowed a leadoff man to reach so far.
Pitch to Pearson, and a swing and a miss. Chase one down in the dirt. And it's 1-2.
Those 2 guys you mentioned, Chris, Coleman and Renato, are pretty good. And of course, that 09 also the last time the Tigers won the national title.
Pitch to Pearson. Again, short of the plate. That time Pearson let it go, and it's 2-2. Josh aboard on a walk back in the 3rd inning. Came around to score. The Tigers plated those 2 runs to take an early lead. Hartle looks in. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Hartle again, giving up 4 walks, but that's strikeout number 8 for him as well. And 1 gone. Again, no chance for the leadoff man to get aboard. Here in the top of the 5th inning, that'll take us to the top of the order. And Dylan Cruz, couple of strikeouts tonight. Hartle's had him fooled on 2 occasions, both swinging in the 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, that is the 4th time now the leadoff batter has gone down on strikes.
First delivery, little knock up the middle, a bouncer handled by Johnson, throw to first in time, 2 gone. That'll bring Tommy White to the plate, who's 1 for 2. Had the RBI single to center field, mishandled by Tommy Hawk, resulted in a fielding error that allowed White to reach second base, drove in a run. First, as Tommy White will dig in again.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see him swing at one of the first couple pitches here, just to try to draw this inning out a little more, give Ty Floyd some rest. Yeah, he takes there all the way. Oh, took a ball at least.
Again, didn't miss by much.
No,
Hartle a little frustrated as he took the baseball back. 1-0 to White. Misses low, now 2-0. Hartle set to throw his 84th pitch of the ball game. 2-0 delivery. Strike on the outer half. It's 2-1.
That looked like the same as the first pitch.
Indeed. Two-one delivery. That one down the middle for a strike. Tommy got ready in a hitting stance but stayed away, and it's 2-2. So with 2 down, nobody on, the pitch. This one again roped to left field. This one going to get down. It'll bounce in front of Cesare, and Tommy White with his second hit of the night has a 2-out single to extend the inning for LSU.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Tigers needed there. Ty Floyd was staring down the barrel, having to hurry up and get back out there, probably after only a couple minutes. But Tommy White able to extend the inning. And they have been able to do that now in every inning but the first. That's the only time the side had been retired in order.
First delivery to Trey Morgan, who is 1 for 2 tonight, had an RBI triple back in the 3rd inning. And Doug and I, watching him round first, round second, just kind of interrupted his stride a little bit as that one got over the head of Cesare all the way to the wall. May have had a shot at an in-the-park home run.
Very well could have.
There's a strike to even up the count, 1-1.
First bullpen action of the night for either team. A right-hander now throwing in the Wake Forest bullpen.
Yeah, he's up to 88 pitches now.
The 1-1. Morgan slaps this to right field, but right at the right fielder Pierce Bennett. He'll put a glove on it for out number 3. So the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. They lead 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th here in Omaha. Wake Forest will have 6, 7, and 8 due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
The excitement of Omaha and the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Moving to the bottom of the 5th inning, Wake Forest coming to the plate. They trail LSU 2-0 here on this Monday night in Omaha. DH Danny Corona will lead it off. It'll be Corona, Lee, and Cesare due up to face Ty Floyd. First delivery from Ty, missed high and outside. That will make it 1-0. Floyd with 67 pitches now on the night. This pitch low and inside will make it 2 balls, no strikes. Between the top and bottom of the 5th, we saw the LSU bullpen personnel make their way down there in right field. And already some soft tossing going on. 2-0 delivery way out in front, but got a piece, fouls it back. It's 2-1.
Yeah, we also saw on the Jumbotron here, they interviewed 2 former Tigers. Mikey Matuk and Jared Mitchell are in the house, and they got the live interview in front of everyone here at Charles Schwab Field. Pretty cool.
2-1 delivery from Floyd to Corona. Missed outside, 3-1.
Be tough to find any former players from Wake Forest College World Series teams.
Been a while.
It's been a minute.
3-1 the count to Corona, who's a strikeout victim to Floyd back in the 2nd as he skies this one high in the air. Joe Bear coming over in right, but it will find its way into the seats. Ooh,
that's a broken knuckle.
Yeah, comes off the hands there on that attempt. Tiger fan able to take it on the bounce and take home a souvenir.
Mikey Matuk and Jared Mitchell, those 2 guys Doug was just talking about. Of course, 2 more very important components in that 09 national championship team for the Tigers. Mikey was a freshman that year playing center field. Jared Mitchell was the MVP of that 09 College World Series as the Tigers right fielder.
Jared Mitchell actually played football and baseball for the Tigers.
Here's the payoff pitch from Floyd. Swing and a miss. Huge strikeout. You get the first out of the inning here. Then Ty Floyd got down in the count early, battled his way back. Strikeout number 9 here in tonight's game.
Yeah, Bill, you and I were talking before the game about Ty Floyd and his outings. It's kind of Jekyll and Hyde. If he's able to get past the 5th inning, something special could happen. He struggled to do that this year, but this inning we've been eyeballing since the first.
First pitch to Bennett Lee, the catcher, a called strike. Gets him ahead early, 0-1.
It's now just one shy of tying his career high for strikeouts.
The 0-1.
Come get it.
Lifted in the air to center field, and Dylan Cruz will have to slow up, let it take a bounce. Second hit of the night for Wake Forest comes with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th is Bennett Lee able to make solid contact to center.
I think Dylan Cruz could have made that play if maybe we were up by 8 runs or something like that, but it would have been very, very risky. If it gets by in center field, it's almost certainly going to be an in-the-park homer.
So with the runner on and 1 down, we'll see Cesare, who knows all about letting the ball get by you. It will go all the way to the fence, indeed. And it's a long way to get there. Cesare, a strikeout victim, back in the 3rd inning in his first at bat. Righty on lefty matchup here as Floyd looks in, checks the runner. Now a quick throw over. And sliding back safely is Lee, who has 5 stolen bases on the year.
Lee is the Demon Deacons catcher, but he does have those 5 bags stolen. Wake Forest doesn't run a whole lot, very similar to LSU. They do have 43 steals and 45 attempts, though.
First pitch to Cesare, missed high and outside, and it's 1-0.
They've only been thrown out twice attempting to steal all year.
It appears they picked their spots well, Bill.
Yes, indeed.
1-0 the count to Cesare with a runner at first, 1 down. Tigers up 2-0. Floyd fires a fastball, swing and a miss. Fastball still sitting in there at 93 miles an hour. Pitch number 75 on the evening. One ball, 1 strike. The Wake Forest left fielder batting .288 on the year coming into tonight. Now Floyd will step off and look to first, and Lee will take a step and get back on the first base bag. Fans, a reminder, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts, no fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Floyd to the plate, swing and a miss. Fastball at 93 gets him ahead, 1-2. Floyd again will come set. Peer over his shoulder, quick move, throw to first, and it's just getting back his lead.
Oh, that's so quick.
Pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase it up in the zone. Fastball at 94. That will be strikeout number 10 for Ty Floyd here in this game. And 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th.
Not too bad, Doug.
No.
When your 2 starting pitchers here in Omaha so far have combined for 22 strikeouts. Skeens 12 on Saturday, 10 now for Ty this evening.
Still a runner at first. We'll see Marek Houston, the shortstop. Right-hander awaits Ty Floyd from the stretch. And fires to the plate. In the air, right field. Joe Bear coming over in fair territory. He'll have it for out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on for Wake Forest. We now move to the top of the 6th inning. LSU leading the Demon Deacons 2-0 here in Omaha on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer. Find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU leading 2-0. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Tigers 2 runs on 3 hits so far tonight. Plated those runs in the top of the 3rd inning, including a defensive error out in center field and a misread fly ball to left by the Demon Deacons offense. Big plays in this game so far, but Bill Franquez, we say it every single game because Jay Johnson says it every single game. Never enough runs. LSU looking to get some going here in the top of the 6th inning. They'll lead it off with Travinski, and the first pitch skips off the plate, and it's 1-0.
Hey, Travinski looking for his first hit in this College World Series. It's been a little cooler at the plate over the past couple of weekends. Love to see him get his bat going again right now.
Delivery to the plate, and it misses low.
91 pitches now for Josh Harder as the Wake Forest bullpen is active again.
Delivery again skips off the dish. Suddenly it's 3-0 to Travinski to get things started. As Bill mentioned, there's action going now. A right-hander in the bullpen for Wake Forest.
Oh, ball 4. Walk the leadoff guy for us.
3-0. It's a strike inside corner to make it 3-1.
Right-hander for Wake Forest appears to be Cole Rowland.
3-1 pitch. Travinski, ground ball to third. Coming in, glove side. Wilkin has it. Pumps, throws high, and having to come back down on the bag was Nick Kurtz in time to get Travinski for the first out of the inning.
That was a funky play. Did you see that hop on the first hop? It took a dead right turn after it hit the grass. A nice adjustment there by Wilkin over at first base, and then on the other side of the field, Kurtz did a nice job to come back down quickly on top of the bag.
Needed to rely on gravity to get that out. Kurtz able to do it. So now we'll see Cade Beloso. First pitch to Cade, low and inside, ball 1. Beloso tonight aboard on a walk in the second. Ground out down the line to Nick Kurtz at first base, unassisted last time in the 4th inning. Josh Hartle, the left-hander, begins the windup. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. We're leaving it up to Beloso, 1-1. Beloso again. Foul ball down the first base line. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. One thing about LSU, again, only 3 hits so far, gentlemen. They've got 2 runs. Wake Forest with a couple of miscues out in the outfield added to that run total as Beloso watches this pitch miss low to even it up 2-2. But I like the plate discipline overall. Give Hartle all the credit. He's got 8 strikeouts, but does have 4 walks given up. And LSU not chasing a lot of bad stuff as Beloso rifles one over a leaping Johnson at second base. Base hit into right field with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Wake Forest had that shift against Cade Beloso. 3 defenders on the right side. Johnson, the second baseman, playing in shallow right field, but Cade still rips it over his head. And the Tigers now have a base runner with 1 out. The right-hander Rowland continues to throw in the Deacons bullpen.
Yeah, that was Cade's 7th hit of the postseason. I believe the first here in Omaha.
It was indeed his first hit.
Now we'll see Gavin Dugas. Got his first hit. A home run to left field on Saturday night against Tennessee. 16th round tripper of the year.
Yeah, he's walked twice so far in this game.
Hartle fires. And there's a strike at the belt. Even it up, 1-1.
Wind is still blowing in here. Not blowing in as hard as it was earlier in the game, but still blowing straight in.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Dugas. Strike on the inside corner. Dugas thought it was too far in on the hands. But he falls behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hartle, the left-hander, checks the runner. Now fires. And it's short off the top of the plate. Evens it up 2-2. One gone here, top of the 6th, 2-0 LSU leading. Certainly looking for more as Hartle fires the 2-2 offering. Again inside, hits the inside corner of the plate low for ball 3, 3-2. Well, we got a little scouting report on Josh Hartle, Doug, before the game. A Wake Forest radio crew coming over.
Yeah.
Having a nice conversation. One of the things he said is, again, he's been very effective, throws 89 to 91, finds his spots, but when he gets a team to chase that stuff down in the dirt, he's deadly. And LSU, to their credit, for the most part, has stayed away.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking for it. I mean, that was the big indicator for him. Watching him, I mean, he's watched him start 31 games, and he said if teams are chasing that breaking ball down in the dirt, it's going to be a long night, and LSU has not done that so far, and he has missed a bunch down there. We see what he's talking about now. He really relies on it early for a strike, tries to bounce it late.
Runner at first, 1 out. Payoff pitch, but a swing and a miss. Dugas couldn't get around on that one. Strikeout number 9 for Hartle. That will record the 2nd out of the inning. We'll bring Braden Jobert to the plate, who's 0 for 2 so far here in tonight's 2nd game for the Tigers in the College World Series.
I mean, you know, Hartle and Ty Floyd are trading blows like a heavyweight fight. I mean, one's got 9, both have 9 strikeouts. And honestly, Hartle really doesn't deserve to have given up 2 runs.
First pitch, Jobert. Called strike, 0-1.
Pitch count for Hartle now at 105.
Again, Kate Beloso at first base as Jobert launches one in the air, giving chase is Bennett, and Bennett just shy of the track in right field, able to track it down for out number 3. Again, right into the teeth of the wind, blowing into home plate. Jobert put a knock on it, but not far enough. So the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. They lead 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Wake Forest coming to the plate. They'll be atop the order. Tommy Hawk, Pierce Bennett, Nick Kurtz when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Live from Omaha in the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
A slim 2-0 lead for LSU as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, top of the order. Due up for the Demon Deacons, starting with Tommy Hawk, center fielder, left-hander, and the first pitch slaps foul down the line in left into the seats, and it's 0-1. Hawk on the night popped out to Jordan Thompson, the shortstop at shallow left center field. Then a line out to left to Josh Pearson last time in the third. Ty Floyd. The 0-1 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Fastball at 94 for his 81st pitch of the night.
Now he's feeling it tonight again. All three pitches able to locate. I'll let this pitch go.
The 0-2 sails outside and high. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But this is a big inning, and I'll tell you, if the pace keeps like it is, that bottom of the ninth is also going to be a big frame with the top of the order due up like it is now.
Ty checks the watch. Now the pitch. Low and inside. Went back with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Leadoff man has reached just once so far tonight against Floyd.
2-2 delivery, and this one again hammered foul into the seats down the line at third. Keeps it 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans, H&E Equipment Services, proud to be the official construction equipment partner of LSU Athletics. Just call 877-700-RENT or visit herentals.com today. Hawk at the plate. Floyd on the mound. The 2-2 delivery way outside and high. That'll fill the count 3-2.
Yeah, Hawk is so much like Maui Ahuna, the Tennessee shortstop, in his offensive approach. He's short and quick to it. He's going to spoil those strikeout pitches, and he's got a very good eye.
So a payoff pitch upcoming here. The leadoff hitter Hawk, as Floyd fires, and this one hit in the air towards the seats, out of play in right. Keeps it 3-2.
Yeah, that strikeout to walk for Hawk this year, he's 49 strikeouts and 50 walks.
So another payoff pitch to come. Floyd fires. Missed high. Ball 4. Second walk given up by Ty Floyd. Wake Forest gets the leadoff man aboard to start the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, that's only the second time they've been able to get that leadoff runner aboard. They did it back in the 4th inning. Ty Floyd responded to the 2-3-4, 3-4-5 hole hitters with 3 strikeouts. But Pierce Bennett singled to right field sharply in his last at bat.
Reach base twice has Bennett. Got aboard on a walk back in the 1st inning. Runner at first now. Again, the leading base stealer for Wake Forest, as this pitch missed high from Floyd. It's 1-0. Hawk again, 13 of 14 in stolen bases. Ty Floyd, no doubt, mindful of that. Got a good move to first base. See if he can catch Hawk leaning. Quick fire over there, but it gets away from Morgan all the way to the side wall, and that will allow Hawk to get to second base. He'll make the turn and stop there. So a quick move, but the throw off the mark. And Wake Forest, for the 2nd time tonight, has a runner in scoring position. And nobody out.
Error charge to the pitcher Ty Floyd for that low throw that first baseman Trey Morgan couldn't handle. Wake Forest threatening now, down by 2. Nobody out in the 6th.
Yeah, big moment here in the game.
1-0 the count to Bennett, and the pitch outside, ball 2.
Little bit of action starting down in that LSU bullpen. Looks like Thatcher Hurd. I can't really tell from here, Bill, but I think that's who it is.
2-0 the count, runner at second. Dancing out there is Hawk, and Floyd fires, and it misses low and outside. That makes it 3-0 to Bennett.
Yep, that is Thatcher Hurd. He's just having a catch right now.
3-0 the count to Bennett at the plate. Fastball with a take on is a strike. Make it 3-1.
And that was the 90th pitch of the game for Ty Floyd.
Runner at second, nobody out. The pitch missed outside. Ball 4. So now the second walk given up in the inning. Still nobody out. Wake Forest now applying pressure. Runners first and second. Time going to be called by Hayden Travinski. He will trot out to the mound here.
Yeah, now there's a left-hander throwing as well. It looks like Nate Ackenhausen, he and Thatcher Hurd are now on the rubber and trying to move pretty quick.
This inning started out pretty well. Floyd was ahead in the count early to Hawk and lost him with the walk, and now a walk to Bennett. And the number 3-hole hitter, Kurtz, a left-handed hitter, now at the plate. Wake Forest, the big-time threat now.
Yeah, here comes Jay Johnson. He's certainly going to talk it over. Well, it'll be interesting to see if he'll go to the lefty Ackenhausen to face Kurtz. But Ty Floyd has struck out Kurtz and Wilkin, the 3- and 4-hole hitters, in both times that he's faced them.
So Coach Johnson out there brings the infield in. Nobody out. Runners first and second for Wake Forest. They trail LSU 2-0 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Tigers again, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Came allowing Hawk to reach second base on a throw over to first from Ty Floyd.
Here comes the home plate umpire. No call yet from Jay Johnson. They're going to stay with Ty Floyd. I don't hate it.
Wake Forest, by the way, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. But their biggest threat of the night thus far coming up here with Kurtz at the plate, Bennett at second, or rather Hawk at second, Bennett at first base.
He's got to execute here, try to get an out. Ground ball would be outstanding.
Pitch to the plate, low and inside. 1-0 the count. Hawk again with speed to burn out there at second base. The 1-0 pitch skips the dirt, and Travinsky, great job just giving up the body to knock it down, keeps it in front of him, but it's now 2-0. Ty Floyd, 3 walks given up, has 10 strikeouts on the night. Got to work out of a jam here with nobody out. Floyd comes set. 2-0 pitch to the plate. Missed inside at the belt. Now 3-0. After commanding all of his pitches early in the strike zone, struggling here with pitch number 95 coming up. 3-0 count to Kurtz at the plate. 3-0 delivery. In for a strike with a take on. It's 3-1. Floyd on the bump. Looks back to Hawk at second base. Now the 3-1 delivery. Missed for ball 4, and Wake Forest now has the bases loaded. 3rd walk of the inning. 4th on the night for Ty Floyd. And that brings Wilkin to the plate with the bases loaded, down just 2-0 to LSU. So after striking out Kurtz in his first 2 at-bats, gives up the walk to load the bases here. Wilkins been off balance. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging, struck out looking, and now Jay Johnson on his way out.
Yeah, that'll be it for Ty Floyd. Looks like Thatcher Hurd's going to get the call.
Yeah, just tough for Ty. Again, he was 0-2 to Hawk to start this inning, but since then he's just been unable to find the zone.
Nobody out, bases loaded. Wake Forest down 2-0 to LSU. Tigers make a call to the bullpen. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. We'll return to Omaha after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, we're in the heat of the season. When you're powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, you're always on the winning team. Right now, take advantage of our home run offers on our tractor packages that include 0% financing. Visit us at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
Our
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
Live from Omaha in the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Pivotal moment in this game. Bottom of the 6th inning, Wake Forest on 3 walks offered up by Ty Floyd has loaded the bases. And coming to the plate for Wake Forest will be Brock Wilken, junior right-hander. Coach Jay Johnson electing to make a call to the bullpen. He'll bring in Thatcher Hurd, who will take over. Big spot for Thatcher Hurd.
Ty Floyd, 5 innings. He allows 2 hits, no runs to this point, though he's responsible for all 3 base runners. 4 walks, a career-high 10 strikeouts for Floyd. And now Thatcher Hurd, the sophomore right-hander, takes the mound, transfer from UCLA. Thatcher is 6-2 with a 6.49 ERA. This is his 21st appearance, his 11th in relief. He's worked 51 1/3 innings, given up 53 hits, 37 earned runs, 34 walks, but 71 strikeouts, allowing a .268 opponent batting average. He has given up 8 home runs on the year, and he's called into the biggest situation of his career here in Omaha to try to limit the damage and hopefully keep Wake Forest off the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's been really sharp lately, and this is obviously a huge moment. But the one thing I'm a little concerned about is he didn't pitch at all in the Super Regional, so it's been a minute since he's had a live AB, and here we are in the College World Series with the bases loaded, no out.
Yeah, how hard is it for a reliever to come in with the bases loaded? That's always tough.
So Wilken will dig in from the right side. Again, the speedy Tommy Hawk down at third. Bennett at second base. And Kurtz at first base. Thatcher Hurd working from the stretch with the bases loaded. Fires the first pitch.
Oh, my goodness.
Say it missed. Ball 1.
Popped right out of Travinsky's glove, of course. Got to make sure you squeeze it in this situation.
96-mile-an-hour fastball just missing, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on up the middle, base hit. That will score Hawk. They send the runner in Bennett. Now they'll hold him up as Dylan Cruz fires it quickly into the infield. But Wake Forest on the board now. They cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. Wilken with his first hit tonight, an RBI single. Wilken on the year now with 82 runs batted in.
Yeah, that ball was hit very hard up the middle. Nice job there, too, by the third base coach. Very smart to hold the runner as it got out to Cruz pretty quick. With no outs, you don't want to make that first out at home plate.
But again, the bases remain loaded, and there's nobody out. And now you'll face Justin Johnson, the second baseman. Hurd fires first offering. Breaking ball missed outside. It's 1-0.
Not easy to win a national championship. And Bill, we talked at the break, every championship you think about, there was a defensive stand at some point.
The 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball in for a strike. That'll even it up 1-1.
And now is the time for the Tigers.
You're exactly right. Try to minimize this Wake Forest threat as best you can.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Johnson. Another breaking ball. It's a grounder. Slow bouncer towards second. Going to be picked up by Thompson. He'll throw to first. Digging it out is Trey Morgan for the double play. However, Wake Forest ties it up 2-2, but going from 0 outs to 2 outs helps LSU here try to keep it a tie game in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner at third with 2 down. And now we'll see the DH Corona come to the plate.
And with the bases loaded there, the corners were in, but Jay Johnson elected to keep the middle back, and it paid off with a double play. But we've got a new ball game. Thatcher Hurd has to make some pitches here.
Kurtz now at third base. The pitch to Corona.
Oh, no.
Going to come off his foot. So a hit batter will put Corona on. Come right off the front of the cleats. So now runners on the corners with 2 outs.
At first, I thought it kicked off Travinsky's glove, and the run was going to come in to score, but thankfully it got the back foot.
Well, maybe that's not such a bad thing, as now you're facing Lee, a right-handed batter, as opposed to the very hot Corona, the lefty, who was indeed hit by the pitch. We'll see if Thatcher can close the deal now, keep it a tie ball game.
LSU needs 1 out to keep it a 2-2 game. Hurd fires, and it's a strike at the knees. Fastball at 95, and it's 0-1. LSU will have Thompson, Pearson, and top of the order Cruz due up in the top half of the 7th inning. But right now, trying to find out number 3. Runners on the corners. The 0-1 pitch. Miss low and away from Bennett Lee. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Every game in this College World Series has been super competitive and super close. 8 great ball games so far.
Hurd's 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball, but it missed low. 2-1.
I think I heard the run differential in those first 7 games was 10. Like 4 or 5 1-run games.
Yeah.
Of course, LSU won by 3.
Yeah, the LSU win over Tennessee was the biggest margin of victory
so far. Yeah.
Runners first and third, 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball missed inside.
Wow.
That'll make it 3-1 now to Bennett Lee, who had a single back in the 5th inning. He was caught looking by Ty Floyd, his first at bat in the 2nd. This will be pitch number 11 for Thatcher Hurd in relief. And the fastball missed inside for ball 4. And once again, Wake Forest has the bases loaded.
4 walks and a hit by pitch in this inning. 5 free passes. It's been something we've talked about all year. You just cannot allow that to happen.
Not to any team, certainly.
No.
The number 1 seed, number 1 team, Wake Forest.
The game just doesn't allow it. I mean, it's as old as time itself. You got to throw strikes to win the game.
That will bring Cesare, Adam Cesare, the left fielder, a left-handed hitter. Bases loaded. First pitch missed outside from Hurd off speed. It's 1-0. 2-2 our score. The 1-0 pitch, fastball, fouled back off the bat of Cesare. Evens it up 1-1. Boy, does that jump off the page. The free passes by LSU after coming into the bottom of the 6th, leading 2-0. Pitch misses high. Fastball at 95. And now Hurd again behind in the count, 2-1.
3 of the 4 runs in this game have been guys who were walked.
Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Hurd. Lifted foul out of play behind the plate. Evens it up 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a big pitch. You do not want to go to 3-1 there with the bases loaded.
Kurtz at third, Corona at second, Lee at first base. 2 down. Cesare at the plate. Hurd fires, and a swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball in and low, and Hurd eventually stops the bleeding. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error on the Tigers. Boatload of free passes, and Wake Forest has tied the game at 2 apiece. We head to the top of the 7th. Again, Thompson, Pearson, top of the order Cruz when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the Hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The excitement of Omaha and the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We head to the top of the 7th inning. We got a tie game here. Wake Forest and LSU all knotted up at 2 runs apiece. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Your home for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball, the LSU Sports Radio Network, and streaming on the LSU Sports mobile app.
Along with our producer, Alondra Villarreal, back in the Capital One studios in beautiful Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Doug Thompson, Bill Franquez, Chris Blair with you here in Omaha on this Monday night. Tigers led early 2-0 after 3 innings, but 5 free passes offered up, and Wake Forest able to strike. Tie the game at 2 apiece. LSU 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Demon Deacons 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. They'll go to a new pitcher now. Demon Deacons go to the bullpen. They'll bring out Cole Rowland to take over for the starter, Josh Hartle.
Cole Rowland, a right-hander. He's a grad student, a grad transfer from Dartmouth. 6'2", 210 pounds, a product of Duxbury, Massachusetts. Has some very good numbers this season for the Deacons, making his 25th appearance out of the pen this year.
Thompson, Pearson, and Cruz due up for the Tigers. Thompson 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts to Hartle in today's game. Rowland, the right-hander, delivers. And it misses for ball 1, 1-0.
Rowland on the year 2-1, 2.12 ERA, 52 strikeouts in just 29 2/3 innings.
Only 12 walks. He's definitely a strike thrower.
1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike. Evens it up 1-1.
His fastball is going to sit 90 to 93. Slider will be in the low 80s to mid 80s. Same thing with the changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike to Thompson. Rowland rocking out there on the bump. Now kicks and fires. And a strike at the belt gets him ahead over Thompson, 1-2.
Rowland's allowing just a 146 opponent batting average. He has given up 4 home runs on the year.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch from Rowland. Called strike 3. Thompson looked it in. Down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. And 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Will bring Josh Pearson to the plate. Josh 0 for 1 so far on the night. Righty on lefty matchup here. Another nail biter in Omaha shaping up on this Monday night. Rowland's first offering. Low and inside, ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, you have to give a lot of credit to Thatcher Hurd that last inning. He gets the double play ball and a strikeout Only allows 2 runs with a bases loaded, no out situation. Not a bad job by Hurd.
Pearson aboard on a walk in the 3rd, came around to score. He's a strikeout victim last time in the 5th. There's a strike from Rowland to even it up 1-1. Rowland looks in, the 1-1 pitch. Way out in front, swing and a miss for Pearson. He's down to the count 1-2.
There's a changeup there. Slider with the one before that. He's a max effort guy. Everything looks like it's coming hard.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Pearson. 1 down, top of the 7th. Nobody on. Rowland delivers. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs, 2 gone here in the top of the 7th inning. Dylan Cruz to the plate. Couple of strikeouts and a ground out to the second baseman Johnson last time in the 5th inning. Looking for a possible 2-out rally here in a tie game 2-2. Cruz facing Rowland for the first time this evening. Big right-hander fires. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Yeah, that changeup is nasty. Starts on the outside corner, breaks back towards the middle of the plate to the right-handed hitter.
The 0-1 pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dylan looking to keep that long consecutive reach base streak alive. 68 straight games he's reached base. All 64 this season, 4 at the end of last season.
1 ball, 1 strike to Cruz. Pitch by Rowland. Missed low. 2-1.
I'll take a dinger to keep the streak alive.
That's okay.
That work?
That's okay. Something to give at least White a chance to swing. White seems to be seeing it well so far tonight.
2 balls, 1 strike to Cruz. Rowland's pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
All off speed so far to Dylan Cruz. That was a slider breaking away, starting right at the middle of the plate.
With 2 out and a 2-2 count, nobody on. Cruz awaits. Rowland fires. Short of the plate. Fills the count 3-2. Two outs. Rowland set for a payoff delivery. To the plate. High and inside, ball 4. So Dylan Cruz with a professional at-bat. Behind in the count early, works it full, earns the walk. Rowland gives up his first base on balls, and with 2 outs, the Tigers have a runner on, and Tommy White coming to the plate.
So that reach base streak is still alive for Dylan Cruz, but most importantly for LSU, Cruz represents the go-ahead run at first base.
Here comes a mound visit.
White 2 for 3 on the night.
And they're going back to the pen right now. Another right-hander.
Yep, they're making a change. So Rowland records the first 2 outs of the inning, gives up the walk. Now they'll make another pitching change, powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. It's a 2-2 ball game here in Omaha, top of the 7th inning. 2 down, Dylan Cruz at first. Tommy White will be at the plate. We'll come back, tell you about the new Demon Deacon pitcher after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Tiger fans, we're in the heat of the season. When you're powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, you're always on the winning team. Right now, take advantage of our home run offers on our tractor packages that include 0% financing. Visit us at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers, all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
The excitement of Omaha and the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2 down, top of the 7th inning, a 2-2 game between Wake Forest and LSU. The Demon Deacons again decide to go to the bullpen. Another right-hander, Michael Massey, out of Sewanee, Georgia, will take over. Started his career at Tulane. LSU has Dylan Cruz aboard on a walk at first, and Tommy White coming to the plate. Again, Tommy 2 for 3 so far on the night.
Michael Massey, sophomore, 6'5", 230, out of Sewanee, Georgia. As Chris just told us, a transfer from Tulane. Also extremely impressive numbers, 3-0, 2.58 ERA, 26th appearance of the year. He's worked 38 1/3 innings and recorded 71 strikeouts. He's allowing just a 162 opponent batting average. Now, he has allowed 6 homers on the year. Right now, the wind still gusting straight in from center field here at Charles Schwab Field.
So with Cruz, takes a lead off first. Massey, the right-hander, looks into Tommy White. Pitch to Tommy. Ground ball comes off the body of Massey and goes right to Johnson, the second baseman, who will pick it up and fire to first in time for out number 3. No runs, no hits. 1 man left on for the Tigers. We stretch it out here at Charles Schwab Field in a 2-2 game. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Wake Forest will have bottom of the order Houston, followed by Hawk and Bennett atop the order when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On SEC Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now, as a college student, you can stream your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU 2, Wake Forest 2. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 9, top of the order, and second in the lineup due up. Thatcher Hurd, relief pitcher for the Tigers. Put in a tough spot, able to get out of it after coming in relief. There in the bottom of the 6th inning when Wake Forest, recipients of free passes, eventually put 2 runs up on the board. First delivery from Hurd, misses for ball 1 to Houston, who's had 2 flyouts so far on the night. There's a breaking ball for a strike, and that'll leave it up 1-1. Hurd working from the stretch. Righty on righty matchup. Fires a fastball at the knees for a strike. Gets him ahead. 1-2.
We mentioned earlier that Thatcher did not pitch last week in the Super Regional. Had a very effective outing in the Regional 2 weeks ago against Oregon State.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch sails away to the right-hander, evens it up 2-2.
Thatcher recorded 12 strikeouts in 5 innings in a relief effort against Oregon State in the Regional.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hurd fires. Breaking ball and missed inside. 3-2. So again, Houston batting .224. Trying to get that first out of the inning here before you flip the order over. Tommy Hawk waiting on deck. He got things started in that 6th inning. Payoff delivery. Missed high, ball 4. Second walk offered up by Thatcher Hurd. Leadoff man aboard for Wake Forest here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And now Tigers certainly will be very conscious of a bunt from Hawk, who has great speed. He can not only bunt for a sacrifice, he can bunt for a base hit as well.
Tigers with 6 walks on the night, 1 hit batter, 7 free passes as an offensive timeout going to be taken here
they're
by the
definitely
Demon
gonna
Deacons.
Think about putting a bunt down, I would imagine, Bill.
Yeah,
although Hawk's probably tough to double up. It
One-
just wouldn't surprise me at all if he pushed one down the third baseline.
1 free pass allowed by the Tigers in the first 5 innings. 6 free passes in the past 2 innings. That's the difference right now.
So that meeting breaks up. We'll see what Hawk and the Demon Deacons decide to do here. And Houston aboard on a walk. He's at first base. Tommy White playing on the infield grass at third. First delivery squares the bunt and a strike. Gets under the bat of Hawk and it's 0-1. Runner at first. Again declaring to try and bunt as the pitch from Hurd missed inside. That'll even the count 1-1. Hawk again, as I mentioned, in that 6th inning, led off with a walk.
Well, and finally there, Jay Johnson, I think, has had about enough of the strike zone from home plate umpire Moser.
Yeah, it's been a tough strike zone to watch.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Squaring to bunt. Couldn't make contact, but the pitch misses high and outside, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, forget what I said about the strike zone being bigger in this World Series. Certainly hasn't been the case in this game.
2 balls, 1 strike with a runner at first, nobody out. Tie game 2-2. Hurd fires. This time the bunt popped up. Tommy White will grab it as he came barreling down the third base line. Luckily for Wake Forest, Houston had not left the bag. He gets back easily as White looked that way, but a big first out there is unable to get the bunt down. They pop it up.
Oh, that was big. By the way, righty lefty action in the Tigers bullpen. Ackenhausen still tossing from the left side. Now Gavin Guidry has started to throw as well.
So 1 out. That'll bring Bennett to the plate. Bennett also aboard on a walk and scored in the 6th inning. Hurd fires to the right-hander, and it's a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Houston takes his lead off first. Hurd to the plate, swing and a miss, and he gets ahead, 0-2 on the batter, Pierce Bennett. Bennett, I mentioned, a walk in the 6th, had a base hit in the 4th, reached base in the 1st inning by way of walk. Hurd in the driver's seat here. The 0-2. Off speed, misses outside. Bennett not chasing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hurd taking some time. 7 on the pitch clock. And he'll fire to the plate. And And just getting a piece staying alive as Bennett sends it to the backstop off the bat. Still 1-2. Tigers 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Wake Forest 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. 2-2 game here on a Monday night. Hurd again ahead. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Popped up. Shallow right field. Going back. Gavin Dugas tracks it down. Records his second out of the inning. That will keep Houston at first base. Big second out. Popped out on a bunt attempt by Hawk. And now just a soft fly ball into shallow right handle by Dugas off the bat of Bennett. That will bring Nick Kurtz to the plate, a left-hander who is 0 for 2, also aboard on a walk in the 6th inning.
Yeah, you got to be real careful here. Kurtz has struck out twice, but he's put some good swings on balls.
First delivery, fastball burned in at 95 and a swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Bennett not a big threat to run, just 1 steal in 1 attempt on the year.
Hurd from the stretch looks in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled back and he gets ahead 0-2. Kurtz caught looking by Floyd. One of his 10 strikeouts on the night in the start back in the 1st. Again in the 4th inning. Time call by the home plate umpire Casey Moser. He's ready to go. Gives the go ahead to Thatcher Hurd. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Runner at first. Hurd fires. Breaking ball. They say missed inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'd like to see that one again. Thank you.
All right.
I think it crossed the plate at some point.
I'll give him that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kurtz awaits. Runner goes. Smack foul. Left side. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. 2-2 our score. 2 outs, a 1-2 count. Runner at first. Hurd fires. Off speed but missed upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even count. 2-2 pitch. Again off speed but missed way high. That'll fill it up 3-2.
He's just overthrow the breaking ball there the last 2 pitches.
Two outs, runner at first. Another payoff pitch to come here from Thatcher Hurd. On its way, and the breaking ball missed high. And another walk will keep the inning going here for Wake Forest. Now with runners first and second and 2 outs. We'll get to Wilkin now coming to the plate. Wilkin had the RBI single in the 6th inning up the middle. Also previous to that, struck out swinging in the 1st, caught looking in the 4th inning. But in a tie game now, the pressure's starting to sit on the shoulders of Thatcher Hurd. And that's going to bring Jay Johnson out of the dugout for LSU.
Doesn't appear like anyone is prepared to come out of the bullpen. I'm assuming Ackenhausen and Guidry are both loose, but they're both sitting back down on the bench now, which they've been doing since there was 2 outs. But after 2 walks, and Hurd is now up to 40 pitches, 38. You got to think, Bill, 1 more base runner would bring Jay Johnson out to call to the bullpen.
I think you're right. And Wilkin, of course, a very dangerous hitter for Wake Forest. He has the only RBI base hit for the Deacons in this game, RBI single in the 6th inning that gave Wake its first run of the game.
So now the meeting all broken up. Kurtz at first, Houston at second base. Both there by way of walk as the first pitch to Wilkin. Misses outside, 1-0.
A tough walk there, too, to Kurtz. He was 1-2. And just could not get that breaking ball to land on the next 2 tries.
The 1-0 delivery. Strike on the inside corner. We're leaving it up 1-1.
He's throwing nothing but breaking balls right now.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Hurd. Miss low, 2-1. Runners take their lead, first and second, a tie game, 2-2. This one popped and foul back behind us. We're leaving the count 2-2.
Wilkin, a great hitter, of course. He does lead the Deacons in strikeouts. Thatcher needs one right now.
See if he can find it with a 2-2 pitch. And he does. Swing and a miss. Wilkin down on strikes. Big punch out for Thatcher Hurd, his second in relief. And that will leave 2 men stranded for the Demon Deacons. No runs, no hits, 2 men left on. We head to the top of the 8th. It's a 2-2 game. LSU has Morgan, Travinsky, and Beloso. 3, 4, and 5 due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special finance with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Live from Omaha in the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here as we move to the top of the 8th inning. 2-2 our score. Tigers to the plate. Trey Morgan to lead it off. First pitch missing inside for ball 1.
Didn't get a signal from the umpire, but it looks like Wake Forest has a new left fielder in the game.
Morgan hammers one down the line and right. Fair ball. Giving it a chase into the corner. Bennett picks it up off the wall, and Morgan with a leadoff double to get it started for the Tigers here at the top of the 8th inning.
Trey Morgan, his second extra base hit of the night, RBI triple in the 3rd. Leadoff double here in the 8th. That is a new left fielder for Wake Forest, Lucas Costello, in the game in place of Adam Ciceri.
Yeah, Morgan now has 11 hits in the postseason for the Tigers. That's second to only Dylan Cruz.
Well, what a time for Hayden Travinsky to get his first base hit in the College World Series.
Runner at second, first delivery. Missed outside. Fastball at 96, offered up by Massey.
Yeah, by the way, Massey's fastball, I didn't get a chance to tell you last inning, 93 to 97. The slider will be in there at 82 to 86. Changeup in the mid to high 80s.
Morgan with a leadoff double. He's at second. Travinsky at the plate. The 1-0 fouled back. 1-1.
Love to see a base hit or a double here from Travinsky, but really at this point in the game, what really needs to happen is for Travinsky to move Morgan to third base.
Yeah, you got to hit the ball to the right side if you can.
I wouldn't say that's Hayden's strongest suit.
1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 94 gets by the Tiger catcher, and he falls behind 1-2. Morgan will take his lead off second. Travinsky awaits, and the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back into the screen to stay alive. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hayden Travinsky right now is 0 for 6 in this College World Series. He's due to make something happen for the Tigers.
Two ball game here in the 8th. The 1-2 pitch. Again, fouls it back just over the screen behind home plate. Count remains 1-2.
Another right-hander working in the Wake Forest bullpen.
First time we've seen the wind change. Still blowing, but somewhat right to left here. The 1-2 up the middle. Got by Massey.
Yes,
charging in. Johnson mishandled it. Right of second base. The Demon Deacon second baseman trying to come in after it got by the pitcher. Massey could not glove it, and the Tigers have runners on the corners and nobody out.
And Travinsky does what he needs to do. He puts the ball in play.
right.
If you put the ball in play, something good has a chance to happen. And it's an error on the second baseman, Johnson, but Travinsky gets the job done, and now he'll come out of the game. Jack Merrifield will pinch running for him at first base.
Just nipped off the glove, too, of Massey, which might have caused a little distraction out there for Justin Johnson, but a huge, costly error for this Wake Forest defense here in the top of the 8th inning, and now another very slow walk from the pitching coach. I mean, I've been watching this game for a while now. Never seen a guy walk that slow out to the mound.
They've got their closer in the bullpen right now, Camden Manasseh, warming. The right-hander. He's got 13 saves on the year. We'll see if they go to him now. First and third, nobody out. Tie ball game, top of the 8th.
Are the mound visits not 30 seconds anymore?
Looks like they're being a little lenient if they are. In the regular season it is.
That had to be a 20-second walk. He's out there now for 10, 15 seconds. So clearly they're not really enforcing that 30-second rule in these mound visits in the College World Series, or at least this game.
And now the home plate umpire going to make his way out there to hurry up this meeting with Corey Mascara, again, the pitching coach for Wake Forest. And Doug, I think you're exactly right. Took a peek at a replay there. Massey went down to try to glove that hard shot up the middle on the ground, and I think it changed the trajectory just enough that when Johnson came in, you saw him look up to first to check on Travinsky, and I think just taking his eye off for that split second with the, again, crazy spin of that ball resulted in Hayden being able to reach base.
Listen, it's impossible to do as a pitcher, but sometimes the best thing to do is let the ball go to your second baseman or shortstop. You got to know where they're played. The second baseman in that case was played dead in line with the ball or the direction the ball was traveling. But as a pitcher 60 feet away, you're really just reacting out there. And that's just a bad bounce of the ball for Wake Forest.
So now, with nobody out, runners on the corners, the pitch to Beloso, who stands in, missed outside for ball 1.
So the middle infield is playing back at double play depth.
That's interesting.
They'll trade a run for a chance at a double play.
Beloso awaits. Here's the 1-0. Did he stay away? They appeal. He did. Missed high and outside. 2-0.
2-0. Look for a fastball here to Beloso. Remember, he's only got one hit in the College World Series, but he's hit 3 or 4 barred balls very hard to the right side.
2-0 pitch to the plate. And
off speed.
Off speed, way out in front. Half-hearted swing, and it's 2-1.
And Cade immediately.
Twell wasn't a hitter.
He immediately pointed to himself as he looked toward the LSU dugout, saying, "That's on me. I shouldn't have chased that."
Morgan down at third, led off with a double. Travinsky, an infield single. Merrifield now running for him. Ground ball down the line at third, trying to pump it. The throw home, and they get Morgan. Brock Wilkin able to backhand that ball, sails into foul territory. Not sure if he pumped or just mishandled the transfer.
Couldn't get it out on that backhand. That was one heck of a play by the third baseman and the catcher, who had to pick it and quickly get the tag down. And just with the naked eye, I think they got Trey Morgan at home.
Yeah, the throw was perfect on the one-hop handle by Bennett Lee. The ball was there in time, and the only chance is if he just missed the tag before Morgan got home. And nope, looked like he got him right in the midsection before the hand hit the plate.
It's closer than I thought it was, though.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think he got him. That's a tough break now for LSU. That was, again, kind of a Hail Mary throw because, Chris, he did have trouble. He had to pump twice to get it out of his glove.
I don't know, Doug. I mean,
it's second look.
Well, it may not be enough to overturn the call, but, boy, it's close.
So I think he gets the back thigh right before the hand gets the base, right? I don't know, Bill. You're right. Yeah. That's pretty close.
So LSU is going to challenge after the umpires initially met in the infield grass. Now the play officially under review. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House. And again, depending on the angle, you just have to wonder if there's enough evidence to overturn the call on the field that was ruled out at home. And this one,
it's close.
It is close.
Just can't tell really from.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. That one is the best case for Trey Morgan. Of course, all the fans are going to react now as they play it on the Jumbotron here. But, man, again, that play by the third baseman, Wilkin, he had to field it going into foul territory. He's probably 5, 6, 8 feet into foul territory. And as his body was still moving that way, he was trying to make the throw, which was, again, across his body. Threw it behind Trey Morgan on the first base side of the third baseline. And, again, a great pick and tag all in one motion by the catcher, Bennett Lee.
That's a great play by both Wilkin and by Lee. If it is ruling out, it does appear as if it will be. But, man, got to give credit to Wake Forest on that one.
So, again, still waiting as they discuss it with collaborative replay. Just looking for that one angle that shows that left hand on the plate before the tag is applied. We get a little zoom in here. Hands not quite there.
Yeah, I think they got him on that. That was great camera work right there.
Yep, looked like they got him right there on the thigh.
That was bang, bang as you can make it.
As the ruling on the field, out at home for the first out of the inning, still leaves a runner in Merrifield at first base.
And by the way, like for those listening, I don't know that Trey Morgan could have gone back to the bag. He was obviously leading off at third base, and the ball was hit right down the line. I think he just runs into the tag. If he tries to get back to third base, he did what he was supposed to do and take off on contact.
So still waiting, but again, it does not look good. It looks like this challenge will go awry for LSU. And the call on the field will be confirmed. That's our vote up here in the booth for what it counts. Again, Merrifield down at second, and Beloso the fielder's choice at first base. So runners first and second, just the first out. And now the ruling.
The call in the field of out is confirmed. The runner is out. LSU loses one challenge.
So a tough break there for LSU. Just a great play, as we said, by Wilkin, the third baseman, and the catcher, Bennett Lee. And now we'll have another visit, and there'll be another pitching change here for Wake Forest. Still tied 2-2. And they'll make the call to the bullpen. Go to their closer here. Top of the 8th inning, all tied up. Still the Tigers with an opportunity. 2 men on at first and second. We'll tell you about the new Demon Deacon pitcher when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, we're in the heat of the season. When you're powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, you're always on the winning team. Right now, take advantage of our home run offers on our tractor packages that include 0% financing. Visit us at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends June 30th, 2023.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Fighting Tiger Baseball in the College World Series on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Wake Forest going to the bullpen again here in the top of the 8th inning. Tie game 2-2. Camden Manasseh will take over, right-hander for the Demon Deacons. LSU got a great start with a leadoff double by Trey Morgan. Hayden Travinsky able to reach base on a fielding error by the second baseman. They had runners on the corners, and then Cade Beloso goes opposite field with a little poke down the third base line that Brock Wilkin handled. Had trouble getting the ball out of the glove, but threw a perfect throw to the plate, and a one-hop handle by Bennett Lee applies the tag to Morgan. They go under review. The call is confirmed. First out of the inning. And now it will be up to Gavin Dugas with an opportunity here in a tie game.
Cam Manasseh, the closer for the Deacons, now on the mound. Right-hander, 6'2", 215-pound junior out of Tampa, Florida. On the year for Wake Forest, Manasseh making his 29th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 2.64 ERA. He has 13 saves to his credit. He's worked 30 2/3 innings. He's given up only 9 earned runs. He's walked 10, struck out 44, allowing a .216 opponent batting average, and he's given up 3 home runs on the year.
Yeah, he comes from a 3/4 arm slot. Fastball's 93 up to 98 miles an hour. Slider will be mid to high 80s. That changeup will also float in there in the mid 80s.
Gavin Dugas 0 for 1 on the night. A couple of walks. He was a strikeout victim last time in the 6th inning. Runners first and second, 1 down. Manasseh, the right-hander, rocks and now kicks and fires. First pitch. Strike at the letters, and it's 0-1.
First pitch slider there. How about one more big hit, Mr. Dugas?
Manasseh comes set. Looks back at the runner, now fires. And this one a ground ball right to the third baseman, Wilkin. He will get it to second. Johnson's relay to first in time for their second double play of the game. And LSU threatening here early in the top of the 8th. Wake Forest wiggles off the hook, and it's a tie game as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning in Omaha. 2-2 our score. Back after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
This is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Live from Omaha in the College World Series, this is the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, still tied 2-2. Wake Forest and LSU on a Monday night from Omaha in the College World Series. Thatcher Hurd, relief pitcher for the Tigers, begins his 3rd inning of work. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up, starting with Justin Johnson, the second baseman, a right-hander, who's 0 for 3 on the night. First delivery, fastball for a strike. Alex Milazzo, I should say, easy for me to say, takes over behind the plate after Travinsky reached on the air and Merrifield came in to run. The 0-1. Fastball from Hurd gets him ahead, called strike, 0-2.
It would be huge if Hurd could get through this inning 1, 2, 3. That way, going into the 9th, he would face 8, 9, and 1.
The 0-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, comes off the chest protector of Alex Milazzo, goes 20 feet up in the air and lands right at the mound. 1-2.
I don't know that I've ever seen a ball get blocked up at the plate and literally fly up and over the mound.
This will be the 47th pitch in relief for Thatcher Hurd. Again, ahead in the count, 1-2 to the leadoff hitter here, Justin Johnson. This pitch, same missed high, 2-2. Johnson grounds it out to Jordan Thompson at short back in the 2nd. Caught looking in the 4th inning. And hit into a double play in the 6th.
Got to make it happen here.
2-2 pitch.
Yep.
Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Breaking ball from Thatcher Hurd. And down on strikes goes Johnson for the 2nd time looking tonight. Thatcher Hurd, 3rd strikeout out of the bullpen. That will bring us to Corona, the DH.
It is always important to get that leadoff runner out, but never more important than when it's a tie ball game.
Corona, a couple of strikeouts. He was hit by a pitch in that 6th inning where Wake Forest tied the game with 2 runs. First pitch, big swing, but by him with a strike, 0-1. Again, move Jordan Thompson, the shortstop, over to 2nd. Gavin Dugas now left of the 2nd base bag at the shortstop position. Hurd's 0-1 pitch. Another big swing and another fastball by him. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch off speed, and Corona drives it down into right field. Giving chase is Joe Bear all the way to the wall, and Corona with his first hit of the night. It's a 1-out double.
Oh, that's the 0-2 pitch. You don't want to leave in the middle of the plate. Not at this time of the game. Left that one right belt high on the thighs, and Corona, who took a good swing on the first pitch, doubles up there.
So with 1 down, Wake Forest threatening again. Runner at 2nd base. We'll see Bennett Lee. Bennett Lee with a great defensive play at the plate to get Morgan in the top half of the 8th. And a swing. Couldn't go all the way around, but couldn't hold back, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Lee in this game is 1 for 2. He walked in his last at bat. Strikeout victim in his first at bat in the 2nd inning.
The 0-1. Back below us. And again, Thatcher Hurd gets ahead, 0-2.
All right, Doug, so he's 0-2 again. What does he do this time to avoid what happened last time?
Make sure you throw it out of the strike zone. The barrel should not be able to hit the ball with any authority in this count.
Runner at 2nd base. The 0-2. Hit foul. Back over the first baseline into the seats. Still remains 0-2 to Bennett Lee.
We'll just throw a fastball down the middle. I think he had Lee maybe looking for a breaking ball there.
Time called as Lee will go over to the third base coach here, talk it over. An 0-2 count, runner at second, one down in a tie game, 2-2.
Been Lee having a laugh with his third base coach. I would imagine that conversation with something like, I have no idea what this guy's going to throw me. What do you think's going to happen? Because they were both giggling about it. He's 0-2 there. And again, that fastball almost snuck by him in the 0-2 count.
Runner at second, Lee at the plate. The 0-2 pitch, off speed and missed the outside corner. It's 1-2.
That was definitely off the outside part of the plate, but that's the 0-2 pitch you're looking for, Bill.
Still ahead, Thatcher Hurd, 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner at second. Right-hander fires, and it's a base hit into left field. Off and running is Corona. Pearson just now getting to it. There'll be no throw home, and Wake Forest takes their first lead of the game. It's 3-2, Demon Deacons.
Yep, an 0-2 hit and a 1-2 hit put the Deacons ahead. We'll see where that pitch was on the replay. Not a terrible pitch on the outer third, just a little too high. Again, the barrel just shouldn't be able to make solid contact in that 1-2-0-2 count.
So, with still one out, Lee with the RBI stands at first base. Tigers trail for the first time, and we'll see Lucas Costello bat for the first time. He came into play left field. First pitch in on the hands, fouls it back into the seats behind the plate, and it's 0-1. Well, Doug, you've talked about it now for 8 seasons. When you get ahead, gotta execute that out pitch. And again, an 0-1 count. Hurd fires. And again, he gets ahead, 0-2. Costello inserted into the lineup for Cesare. Batting in the 8 spot. Houston, the 9 hitter on deck. Hurd fires high and inside, 1-2.
That was a good 0-2.
Lee with the RBI single takes his lead off of first. Hurd fires and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Costello. So Thatcher executes the 1-2 pitch. It's the fastball by him. That'll record the second out of the inning. Tigers trailing 3-2. Bottom of the 8th. LSU in the top of the 9th inning will have Joe Bear, Thompson, and Pearson due up.
That was the 4th punch out of the night for that spot of the lineup. One there by Costello and the other 3 by Cesare, who was the starter in left field.
First delivery missed outside to the right-handed hitter Houston, and it's 1-0. Houston tonight popped out to right field, flied out to right field, and got aboard on a walk in the 7th. 2 outs, runner at first. The 1-0 missed inside. Now 2-0.
If the Tigers are going to tie it up in the top of the 9th inning, they'll have to do it with 7, 8, 9 due up. Joe Bear, Thompson, and Pearson.
2-0 delivery. Strike on the inside corner just above the belt to make it 2-1. Two and 1 the count with 2 down. The pitch. Foul back behind the plate. Now leaving it up, 2-2. Listen up, Tiger fans. Time for the Louisiana Lottery's greatest hits. And rocking its way all the way to the top of the chart is Hit 5000. Loaded with $5,000 prizes. Spin your hit today and stop in at any lottery retailer. Must be at least 21 to purchase. 2 down, runner at first. 2-2 count. Pitch to Houston. Down the middle for a called strike 3. Did not offer on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and Thatcher Hurd will end it for Wake Forest here in the bottom of the 8th. However, they get a leg up. 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1 man on. It is a 3-2 Wake Forest lead. We head to the 9th inning. Tigers again will have Joe Bear, Thompson, and Pearson 7, 8, and 9. We continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
A $27.5 million gift from Shell will help found the LSU Institute for Energy Innovation. Lee Stockwell, Shell leader and LSU alum.
This is a flagship opportunity for Shell. It is an opportunity that enables us to emphasize our continued commitment to Louisiana and to the energy transition of the region.
Shell is the rhythm of Louisiana.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval and details.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net. The excitement of Omaha and the College World Series. Back to the action on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, no surprise, the two teams that spent all of the time atop the college baseball polls here in 2023. LSU first for 11 weeks. Wake Forest took over after that. Kind of expected a battle here on a Monday night, and a battle we have. Unfortunately, Wake Forest, though, has the advantage, 3-2. We head to the top of the ninth inning. Joe Bear, Thompson, and Pearson due up. Camden Manassi continues the closer for the Demon Deacons. First pitch to Joe Bear, missed high and outside, ball one. Joe Bear 0 for 3 tonight, due for something. Tigers a great opportunity there in the top of the eighth, but could not convert a run. This one misses outside from Manassi. It's now 2-0 to Joe Bear.
Like that.
2-0 delivery to Joe Bear. Swing and a miss. Took some off of it. Low and inside. It's 2-1. Joe Bear certainly with the power. As this pitch, a strike on the inside corner. That'll even the count to Braden, 2-2.
Came back with the fastball there, 95 miles an hour.
2-2 pitch. Called strike three. Fastball at 92, inner half. Joe Bear down on strikes. One gone here in the top of the ninth inning. 7, 8, and 9 in this order, which has been really solid down the stretch in NCAA play. Tonight so far with that strikeout by Joe Bear. 0 for 9.
With 7 strikeouts.
So now Jordan Thompson, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, 2 swinging, 1 looking. Manassi fires and a foul tip. Rolls to the backstop. It's 0-1 to Thompson. The 0-1. Fastball missed low below the knees. It's 1-1.
That one was at 97 miles an hour.
One. Fouled back just right of us. Thompson falls behind in the count, 1-2. One out, top of the ninth. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Thompson down on strikes for the 4th time tonight. And Wake Forest an out away from taking this battle tonight. They lead 3-2 in the top of the ninth inning. And Josh Pearson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. They'll put on the shift to the left-handed hitter. Sliding the shortstop Houston just left of second base. They'll put Justin Johnson deep in the hole. A couple of steps on the right center field grass, and Nick Kurtz hugging the line at first. Off speed and a called strike from Manassi. It's 0-1 to Pearson. Pearson, by the way, again 0 for 2. Tigers trying to keep it going. The 0-1. Short off the top of the plate. Ball one. 1-1.
Pearson's got to find a way to get Cruz up here.
One pitch. Little tapper back to the mound. Manassi grabs it out of the air, flips it underhanded over to Kurtz, and Wake Forest defeats LSU on this Monday night by a final of 3-2. Wake Forest 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. LSU 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. But a missed opportunity by the Tigers in the top of the 8th. Wake Forest would get it done in the bottom half and send the Tigers down 1-2-3 in the top of the 9th to get the win. Wake Forest moves to 2-0 here in Omaha with the win. Demon Deacons now 54-10. For LSU, they fall to 49-16 and suffer their first loss in the College World Series. Final again, Wake Forest 3, LSU 2. Back after this on the